Hello, hello, hello. This is your boy Irony Boxing coming through with my 30-second live. We're going to talk about this thing called boxing. First and foremost, we're going to be calling this fight the main event with Lanier Perot versus Jordan Thompson. Um, Coming up towards its 20-second mark, round six. Hmm. There we go. Perot Southpaw, Jordan Thompson Orthodox. Perot looks very tired. Okay. Right, they're receiving the instructions from corner. Let's see. We're also going. I missed the Joshua Buatsi versus Zach Parker fight, so we're going to look into that one as well as soon as this fight is over with. We're coming up around 7 here. First of all, God bless every single one of you. Hope you're having a great day, evening, afternoon, whatever the case may be. Okay, round 7. Here we go. Nice two-punch combo by Thompson. Upstairs, down low, caught him with the left hook. Perro did. Ooh, nice left hook by Perro. Thompson gotta watch out, man. He's too confident for my line. I mean, the confidence is not a bad thing, but overconfidence is a real thing. Um, nice body work by Thompson. Okay, he's mixing it up, which I love. Right overhand by Perro, connecting on Thompson's temple. Okay. Okay, 1-2 head and body for Thompson. Nicely done. Woo! 1-2-3. The 2-3 went to the body. Nicely done by Thompson. And again, he's complaining of a low blow. Okay, low blow at Perron, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Minute 45. They're calling time in. Thompson says he's fine. Let's have it. Left hook by Thompson. Okay. Remember, Perro is southpaw. Thompson orthodox. Right hand by Thompson. Double jab by Thompson. Okay. Feints. One upstairs, two down low by Thompson. Ooh, nice left hook by Perot. Again, I think Perot is a little fatigued right now. He appears to be a little fatigued. Um, 1-2 by Thompson. Left hand to the body by Perot. Again, low blow. What the? Oh, shit, man. He's really angry. Thompson is. He's trying to get a DQ or he's really frustrated. One of the two. Time in 53 seconds, round 7. Okay, this is a 10 rounder. Okay, heavyweight division. Okay, just missed with the left hook, left hand downstairs by Perot. Okay, 1-2 by Thompson. Ooh, left overhand by Perot. Okay, double jab by Thompson. Right overhand by Perot, blocked by Thompson. Okay. Ooh, right hand to the body. Right hook to the body by Perot. Okay. Okay, 14 seconds to go, round 7. Ooh, nice little double hook to the body by Perot. Caught him on the outside with an uppercut. Thompson did. Okay. Okay. Some starting, some feinting going on. 1-2 just missed with a left hook at the end. Thompson did. That's the end of round 7. Interesting fight. Not much going on, but interesting fight nevertheless. Um, is the UFC still on? Hang on a second. Is the UFC still on or not? Let me check. Let me check. Don Charles is in the corner of Jordan Thompson, okay? Former trainer of Daniel Dubois. Okay, round 8, here we go. 1-2 by Thompson, nicely done. Double jab by Thompson, 1-1-2 by Thompson, okay. Right hook by Perot. That's just to say I'm here too. Okay. It's over with? The UFC over with? I don't even know. What the hell is this? Is the World Series? 4-4 remaining 9. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's get back to boxing. Okay. Thompson's got that jab right on his face, trying to cover his vision. Smart man. You can tell that's really bothering Perot. He's noticing that Perot is fatigued. Ooh, 3-punch combo, 4-punch combo by Thompson. Ooh, 3-punch, he nailed him. Perot nailed him with a 3-punch combo there, but I don't think he's got enough steam in them punches. I could be wrong, though. Perot looks small for heavyweight, man, or maybe Thompson is very big. Let me check that out. 1-2-3 by Thompson, just missed with the left hook at the end. Well, not missed, was blocked, rather. Nice overhand left by Perot. 4-3 by Thompson, nicely done, okay. 1-4 by Thompson, okay, nice. 2-punch combo to the body by Thompson. Another body shot by Thompson. Man, you can tell those are paying dividends. One, 2 by Perot. Nicely done. Okay. Nice left hook by Perot. A 4 and a right hook by Thompson. Nicely done. Okay. The UFC apparently is done, so not covering that. Unfortunately, the fight night, but You know, Islam versus JDM is coming up, so we're going to talk about that for sure. Woo! Nice left hook by Pero. Okay, that's the end of round 8. We're waiting for the code for the corner's instructions. Okay. Two more rounds to go. Heavyweight division. I have no idea how the scoring is going. For what I've seen, Jordan Thompson is winning. For what I've seen, but I caught it at the end of round what 6 or something. So yeah. Okay, round 9. 1-2 by Thompson. Stab jab by Pero. Nice little 3-punch, 4-punch combo by Thompson. Okay. Ooh, 1-2-3 by Thompson. Nicely done. I'll be honest, I don't see any of these dudes making any noise in the division, but I could be wrong. Who knows? But I don't see it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't. Round 9, fellas. Okay. Woo! Nice little right hook by Pero. Nice 4-punch combo. First to the body, the other to the head by Thompson. Nicely done. That's the difference that I'm seeing. I'm seeing Thompson throwing combinations and Pero throwing one, maybe two at a time. You know, that's been the difference for what I've seen in this fight. You know, nice body work by Thompson, man. Nice 2-punch combo upstairs. Okay. As soon as we're done here, I'm gonna put up the link and we can chop it up or whatever you want. Um, okay, 1-2. Slip by Pero, came back with a right hook over the top. Nicely done. You can tell Pero is very fatigued, man. He's slowing down quite a bit, man. And this is a 10 rounder, man. You know, something going on, man. Oh, nice little 4 uppercut by Thompson. Nicely done. Okay. We're clinching now. Well, Pero's clinching now, I should say. Jordan Thompson coming up with a 2-year basically layoff after Jairo Pataya. 2-3 by Thompson. Okay. Ooh, nice. Ooh, nice left hook by Pero. He staggered him. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, Thompson's about to. He's about to go. He's about to go. Thompson's about to go. Oh boy. Hold. You gotta hold, bro. You gotta buy some time. He nailed him with the right hook, bro, or with the left. I can't remember, man. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ooh, it got dicey, Mr. Thompson. It got dicey there at the end, or at the 1 minute mark, rather, I should say, round 9. It got dicey. I thought he was gonna go for a second there, man. We'll see. Okay, final instructions for last round. Okay. This got really good at the end, fellas. I wouldn't put it past, seeing a stoppage right here in the last round, okay? He staggered badly. Okay, last round. This is for all the marble, fellas. Let's have it. Stab jab by Perot. Double jab by Thompson. Okay. Another jab by Thompson. He's being smart. He's making Pero get it. Okay. Double punch combination to the body by Thompson. Block. Woo! 1-2 by Pero. Another body shot by Thompson. Man. Woo! Left overhand to the head by Pero. Connected. I don't think it was enough, though. I don't think he's got enough. 2-minute mark of the last round. You got to go for it, Pero. I think you're losing. What I've seen, you're losing the fight, man. I ain't seen much. But two punch just missed with the right overhand at the end. Nice 1-2 by Thompson. Pero trying to catch him with a counter, as he did on the previous round. 1-1-2 by Thompson. Came back. Ooh, overhand left by Pero. You gotta watch that left hook or left overhand. That's the one that he staggered you with. If you're Thompson, you know. Again, there it is. Thompson definitely the busier of the two, man. That's not even close. Thompson is definitely the more active. Pero catching some counters. I mean, it is interesting. 3-punch combo to the body by Thompson. Four-punch combo by Pero. Missed most of those. Under a minute to go. It doesn't look like it's going to be a stoppage. Ooh, 1-2 and the 3 to the body right there by Thompson. That's a beautiful combination. 1-2 by Thompson. Pero trying to catch it with on the exit right there with that overhand or left hook, you know. Ooh, double hook by Pero. Ooh, Thompson staggered a little bit there. Oh boy. Oh boy. End of the fight. End of the fight. We're awaiting for the judge's decision. Okay. Let's put up the link just in case anybody wants to pull up and chop it up or chop me up. See, there it is. Link is pinned just in case anybody wants to pull up. Okay, let's see what the judges have.
He didn't show world-class power tonight, although very solid. But I do think he needs more experience, more rounds under his belt as a pro before we can look at him. Two in the world.
What's up, drunk Irishman? What a pleasure to have you, sir. Everybody should check this channel up. Great boxing stuff. That's a real hardcore right there. Appreciate you, sir. God bless. Absolutely. The link is in the chat and it's pinned as well. If anybody want to come in, I'm just waiting for the decision of TO vs Thompson, and I'm gonna check the highlights of Buatsi vs Parker because I missed that when I was working.
Rodolfo Aguilar, 97-93. Efrain LeBron and James O'Connor both scored about 96-93. All three for your winner by unanimous decision. He's still undefeated, and the new WBA Continental Heavyweight Champion,
Lenier Perro wins by UD, fellas. Okay, improves 13-0 with 8 KOs. 13-0, 6 KO, 8 KOs. Okay.
To Thompson, I think that's about right. He was on his way to winning that night, but then got caught, which made it looking a much closer fight. You got the point deductions, so that made the scores a little
That's
closer.
the result of the fight, and I'm gonna check out right now and the Zach partner, Joshua Buatsi versus Zach Parker. Again, I caught this fight at the end around 6 or 7. I can't remember because I just came in from work, so busy day at the office, shall we say. Do we have the highlights for the freaking, or is it too soon? Do we have the highlights for the light heavyweights? Nah, full event replay. All right, let's go to YouTube. They must have it. They just haven't put it up in the song yet, but I bet you they have it. Sorry about that. Okay. Buatsi versus there it is. Buatsi versus Parker. What we got? Highlights. What's up? Let's see what happened earlier today between the two UK guys. Buatsi versus Zach Parker. Buatsi 32 years old, Parker 31. Buatsi 6'2", Parker 6 feet tall. Buatsi 19-1 with 13 KOs, and Parker is 26-1 with 18 KOs. Okay, pretty solid records. And this is at 175 pounds, okay? Light heavyweight.
One of, if not the fight of 2025. Absolutely brilliant, wasn't it? He needs a victory here at the age of 32. And they don't come much tougher than his opponent, Zach Parker, a year younger, with 26 victories on the slate. Just that one defeat a long time ago to John Ryder, and that was an injury as well.
I'm watching the highlights.
Broken hand.
Actually, give me
He's a very, very good fighter when on form, Zach. Key fight in the Crown Pack, 175-pound red hot, no white hot division. It's that good at the moment. Two of Britain's and the world's best in Joshua Buatsi and this guy, Zach Parker.
Let's see. Let's have it. First round, highlights. Okay.
You give the watch, I think, for me, though, for Buatsi, you got to take the confidence of Parker early, make him doubt himself very, very quickly in the fight. And by that, punch off his shots. When he throws the jab, he brushes his confidence really quickly.
Buatsi, double jab by Parker. Okay, watching the highlights of fight. Anybody watch the fight? Tell me what you think. Put it in the chat.
Okay. Hasn't seen it. No halt in the action. On we go.
Just working well behind the jab by Barry.
Both are for the fighters.
He doesn't really step behind.
It's a 10-rounder.
So there's a limitation there for Buatsi to really sort of break it down for that right hand and turn into the chop. He's not really thought of it, Buatsi, but he's himself sat on that back foot waiting for something clever to happen.
Apparently, when he turned
Nice
over
counter
those
by
first
Brazil.
few fights we saw him in Goatse, he looked a star in the making, didn't he?
In the Olympics, the way the bronze medal, the way he went about it, he looked like a natural professional. He really did. He looked, and he was more aggressive, I thought, as an amateur.
Laurie Burton shows in the house. How you doing, brother? God bless. Always a pleasure to have you.
Nice movement.
Did you see the Buatsi Parker fight, bro? Because I'm watching the highlights now. I have to work all day today. I actually cut the heavyweight fight almost like three or 4 rounds to go.
A natural light heavyweight, he's sort of in between Zach Parker, but there's his jab. Good work from Parker here, though, in and out of range.
What are the since we were wrestling the other day, Lottery, what are your favorite wrestling feuds of all time? Like Stone Cold and Vince. Oh, okay, we're on the same boat then. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I'm watching the highlights now, round 4. Looks like a pretty even fight. Perot won, by the way. Near Perot won by UB against Jordan Thompson. The Cuban heavyweight.
This is really good from Zach Parker.
I think he's already getting a bit frustrated here, Buatsi, as well. And Parker, look at Parker, high tied up. It's pretty clever, but it's almost the way he does it. It's so quick. Anytime Buatsi gets close, he's literally on him, tied him up, round the back, to the point where it looks like he's a little bit frightened of getting nailed at all.
Needs a spark here at 32. And
it looks like Parker's doing a little bit more, but I'm not sure. It's like a pretty easy fight. Anybody saw Buatsi versus Parker? Put it in the chat. I'm seeing the highlights right now.
It's only a 10-round fight, not a 12-round fight, so you've got to start making inroads here. But he's allowed Parker to get into his rhythm. Like we said at the start of the fight, it's very important for Buatsi to take the fight by the scruff of the neck and make Parker's questions.
Buatsi, not for nothing. I still kind of want to see Joshua Buatsi versus Anthony Yarde, man. They got to have some closure with that. You can't have a feud for that long and then just. I guess you can, but I would like to see it. Amir Khan and Kell Brook, I mean, they fought when they were 80 years old, but nevertheless, they got close.
Switch hitting Parker, Buatsi still trying to get his timing, his range.
He switched to Southpaw.
Shit, look at Mayweather Pacquiao. They're about to run it back.
He just went back to orthodox. It's been working. You don't change it. That's a nice jab.
Oh, I got Big Baby Miller in that one, Lottery. I got, he's asking who you got Miller versus Perot. I got Big Baby Miller. Not for nothing, Big Baby Miller. If he can ever pass the drug test, bro, I think he'd be pretty good. I mean, he was doing pretty well against Dubois. I know Dubois stopped him, but he had his moments in that fight, and I think he beat Andy Ruiz, bro. Not for nothing. I know they called it a draw or whatever, but I think Miller won the fight. I think Miller's pretty good. He just can't pass a fucking drug test. He's awesome on the mic, man. Like he can make it rain up there. As far as building the fight and just having feuds and shit like that. I love it.
Stuck in the mud. Joshua Buatsi, although on the fan zone, they have it level.
I think AJ still has nightmares from that verbal slaughter that Miller put on his ass. That was what was that? That was when Miller was going to fight Dubois and AJ was going to fight. Yeah, Wilder was there too. That's when Wilder fought either Parker or Zhang, and who did AJ fight? Was it Otto Wallen?
He's tried. He's
committed. It might be Otto Wallen. And then he's found a name. You got Miller as well? Okay, yeah. Actually, I don't know about stoppage, but
wide margin on the cards. You don't know. It's unofficial.
I wouldn't be surprised if Miller stopped him a little bit late because in this fight, Perot gassed. In my opinion, he gassed. And this was a 10 round.
Somebody who's always been destined for the top.
Judge George Belinda scores it 95-95, even a
Oh
draw.
shit! One judge has a draw.
And both judges, Salvador Salva and Marcus McDonald, scored the same, 96-94. Both for your winner by majority decision. And now the WBA International Light Heavyweight
WBA
Champion.
International Light Heavyweight Champion.
Joshua
Mierda.
Watson.
They gave it to Watson. Parker's
I
pissed.
cannot believe that. I really
He
can't.
left
A
the
draw
building.
and by
He's
two
pissed.
on two
Parker
cards
looks
for
pissed.
Joshua Boazzi. I think we've
Parker
seen
looked like
a couple
he
of
just got
strange
robbed.
decisions tonight. Liam Cameron
I
getting
don't
the
know.
benefit, but I thought this was
Ingram or
much
Gomez, I
wider
have
to
no
Zach
idea.
Parker.
Let me check that out for you.
For the next 30 days, everyone in the country is trying to meet this quick.
Versus Gomez. Let's see. Joelvis Gomez versus Antravius Ingram. Okay. Is this the one? Let's see if this is the one.
Esa, cojones. Esa. Póntela por abajo, Gómez. Le levantaron con el López.
Rapping, man.
Boy, that's we did it.
Yes.
Esa, cojones. Esa. Póntela por abajo, Gómez. Le levantaron con el López.
Now let's see what the result was. They're showing like almost. Joelvis Gomez versus Antravius Ingram. Draw. It said split draw, man. Lottery. 10 rounder split draw, bro. How about it, man? And they're scrapping, bro. Split draw. Here's the link if anybody want to chop it up. Otherwise, let's see what else we got. What happened in the UFC? Let's take a look at what happened in the UFC fight night. What was the freaking Oh, are they still in Game 7 of the freaking World Series? Fight night. What was the? There it is. Fight night. Steve Garcia defeats
wastes no time
David
at UFC Fight
Onama
Night. He knocks
via
out David
first
Onama
round
in just
KO.
over 3.5 minutes to pick up his 7th straight win.
Logo,
six-
UFC Fight Night. Haven't they dropped the highlights already? That's weird.
He won over the course of 50.
UFC Vegas 110, right? Is that the 1 hour ago, right? Hang on a second. Let me check the fight card because I want to make sure that this is the right one. Fight night. Garcia versus. You said Panama. Dumbass. Onama. Thomas Radke. What's the MMA? UFC. What's the prelim deal here? Oh, okay. I'm in the right place then. Okay, so we're covering what happened in the UFC now. Okay, Alan Carr versus Carnelos. Okay. Carnelosi. Round 3 submission. Rear naked choke for what I see.
They went right up to the chin.
If you can sneak those in the distance, you get the couple seconds around two. It's not that tight.
Oh, it's tight, Mike. Oh, it's tight.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's tight. It's a short day.
There's the tap to lead to Alan Carr. World career win by submission. Has never been as aggressive as that. She had to go in some deep water, show toughness, and
Bro, for real, Larry Bird. Bro, you for real, bro. I mean, all the respect and whatever. I used to rock with baseball back in the day when I was a kid, but golly, you watch an entire baseball. How many fights can you see while you watch a baseball game, brother? How many?
Isolated with the body triangle from here. Tried it with that grip that she adjusted.
They're still playing. Get the F out of
there. It is Carnelov said, don't
Yeah, you can watch at least 4. Bro, you can watch Tommy Hearns versus Marvin Hagler. Right? Then you can watch the entire Arturo Gatti versus Mickey Ward 1 fight. Then you can watch, and baseball will be like at the 4th inning by then. And maybe. And then you can watch Eric Morales versus Marco Antonio Barrera 1. Then there'll be at round inning in like six inning or 5. And then you can watch what's the George Foreman versus Ron Lyle fight. Real, bro, I'm telling you. And still, like there'll be like the bottom of the 8th or some shit or the top of the 9th, some shit like that. It's unreal, bro. They gotta do something about it. Listen, baseball served its purpose back in the day when basketball wasn't even around. And, probably football wasn't even around. And you had boxing here and there, but that's about it, right? Well, not here and there. You had boxing, but that's about it. The UFC obviously wasn't even thought in anybody's mind. Baseball was what it was for the time that it was created. I'm talking about the Mickey Mantle, Babe Ruth days, right? But now, bro, with this fast forward world, I mean, nah, bro, you can't be taking forever to get to the fucking batter's box. And nah, bro. How many times do they spit per game? Like
Watch you takes his right
at
hand.
least 1,000, right?
Locks the left hand
Like,
on the
dang.
wrist.
Watch here.
Now he's
But,
tying it up there. The left hand.
But yeah, I mean, I'm a Yankee fan through and through. I do like the Atlanta Braves. I like the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Texas Rangers. Those are my forte. I'm a Yankee fan, but the other three I like. I always like some teams. You know, I got one team that I like. I'm a Boston Celtics fan, but I also like the Pacers. I like the Suns, and I like the Spurs and the Rockets. So there's teams that I like, but I'm a Celtics guy at the end of the day. You know, just like I'm a Yankee guy at the end of the day. What's this? Elecana versus Christian, light heavyweight. That's 205 pounds. Baseball is a good. Oh, Colorado Rockies. You know, one of the best first basemen of all time, in my opinion, is Todd Helton. Todd Helton is probably the greatest player in Colorado Rocky history. Well, maybe Larry Walker. What do you think, Larry Bird? Do you? Well, yeah, not for nothing, bro. You must suffer a lot by being a Rockies fan. But hey, listen, I feel the pain. I like the Arizona Diamondbacks, you know, so I feel the pain. But you know what I'm talking about? I think that this is his name, Todd Helton. That to me is one of the greatest first basemen of all time. You know.
Drops Kevin Christian and then taps him out.
Wow, he tapped him out. He put him to sleep. Wow.
That was that counter you were talking about.
Yeah.
That was that
It
counter.
was a
That
UFC
was
fight
not
night
looked for
today. I'm
times.
trying to see what
Sometimes
happens.
too much.
UFC Vegas
Oh,
110.
that busted off. That is exactly what Billy Elicana needed. Knocked him down, choked him out, sanded to Kevin Christian. From this side, we can see the referee was on the far side, so we couldn't see that. Kevin Christian was tapping like a madman. Boom, there it is. I called it. The right hook as he's going to his left side. Drops him hard. Here it is. Counter right hook. Sits him back, sits him down. Couple of shots here, got big warning on the back
Some
of the head.
UFC highlights.
Locks up,
They took, they took my shit down the other day, and
he's tapping like
I
crazy.
was showing all this wrestling.
And here's the thing, it's
But I'm not
unfortunate because when I thought Elicana would let go, but he's tapping the floor.
It's fun as hell, bro.
So Elicana could not feel
If you
anything.
can, I'll put you for the haters, right? I'll put you the freaking.
3 minutes, 33 seconds of round number 1.
I mean, good question, because technically no, but he wants to be at the White House card, you know. So technically no, because he retired, right? Dana said it over in Uzbekistan, I think they were, or something like that, or maybe Kazakhstan, one of the stands. But technically he retired, but I know that he wants to be at the UFC White House. The question is it going to be against Alex Pereira? Is it going to be against Francis Ngannou? Or is it going to be against Tom Aspinall? It's one of the three. And the front runner for that is, as I hear, is Alex Pereira. Because obviously Tom Aspinall got zero gun problems. And Ngannou, I don't know if they can, I don't know if they can make that happen, you know, as far as Ngannou goes. And we'll see. Well, whichever of the three, I'll for sure watch it. But Pereira to me is the easiest matchup for him. You know? Now, if he stands with Pereira, anything goes. But he just needs to take him. He needs to do to Pereira what he did to Cyril Gane, basically. You know, from my opinion, because he can't grapple for shit, man. So he can stand up with anybody. Pereira can, but he can't grapple for shit. And John Jones is as clean as they come. Yeah, he should just Cyril Gane him, you know, but it is a huge fight. And UFC's starving for a huge fight. I mean, I think Islam versus JDM is a great fight, but as far as like a big fight, like Conor Khabib, you know, like Ronda versus Amanda, like Jones versus DC, you know, like a big fight, you know. That's the biggest of them all. Pereira is, in my opinion, because not for nothing. I mean, it's champion versus champion for starters, you know. And it would be the same with Tom Aspinall, but I mean, it wouldn't be, I don't know. In my opinion, it wouldn't be good that Tom fights John Jones right now when he didn't get closure on Cyril Gane. Oh, you're preferring Gane? That's interesting. I mean, not for nothing. I still want to see that fight, though. I still want to see it. But
submission attempt in round one. We'll see if
yeah, sure. But do you see a way that they make that happen, bro? Because I mean, they don't have the best relationship, and on top of that, Ngannou is somewhere else, right? It's on PFL. I mean, I'm sure they can make him an offer they can't refuse, you know, the Godfather style. But
and composure as well. Been a very composed performance.
yeah, if I'm Dana, I'm doing it. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm Dana, I'm doing it.
Mistakes. It's really good.
Yeah, let Pereira have Carlos Ulberg maybe, and Tom Aspinall and Cyril Gane, obviously. We'll see how that whole thing plays out. But yeah, I agree. I just think Pereira is the biggest fight of them all. But Gane, bro, I'm not gonna lie, might be.
Those little shots. The distractions. You make a mistake. Next minute, you've got an arm
Radke versus
well, what Radke has done with those little punches, Mike,
he's almost getting that choke. How do you see that fight going, Lottery? How do you see John Jones versus Francis Ngannou?
Charles Radke gets the finish that he needed so bad. A career win by submission for Charles Radke. Domination start to finish, and then he put the cherry on top.
Yeah, well, you beat down DC, but you're also tired as well. So that choke is accentuated. There's a heart rate, it's already elevated. You're gasping for breath. Charles Radke been really good tonight. Nice composed, as I said.
There we go.
Some beautiful wrestling. Timed a nice double leg takedown.
Okay, some
to go forward there. The takedown that I was just talking about. Takes him clean off his feet.
You down, think so, man? You think it would be like because John Jones, not for nothing, he's been in a few hell of a fights, bro. Gustafsson 1 is probably the best fight I've ever seen. John Jones versus Gustafsson. What's the best UFC fight you've ever seen, LB? I'm gonna put you some of mine here in the chat, okay? I will say Jones versus Gustafsson 1. Henderson versus Shogun Rua 1. Mark Hunt versus Bigfoot Silva. And I can't remember which one of the Gray Maynard versus Frankie Edgar fights, but it's the one where Frankie just came with an eyelash getting blasted into a knockout. I think it was the second one, but I'm not sure. Let's put two just to say something. It's either the first one or the second one. I can't remember. And there are others. I mean, Diego Sanchez versus Gilbert Melendez comes to mind. But you see that as being, oh man, you see that as being like a bloody mess. Interesting. I mean, I can see that happening. Yeah, I can see that You're naked choke, fellas.
Mission accomplished in this just these mistakes, like some of these mistakes on the ground.
Okay, a lot of submissions. A lot of grapplers here. They're taking notice from the Dagestan.
Mistakes that are getting made at the highest level. I don't understand it.
Yeah, that fight is a problem though. BJJ passing power in his strides.
I hear it, Mike. Mike, when he goes under the net, the only thing you should be doing is hand fight.
Wow, I'm just watching the resolution of the UFC, and then
so I think
is there
a desperation just trying something because he was trying to find the hands initially to start. There it is. I mean, he's squeezing on it. The forearm was under the chin for quite some time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the rear naked choke submission comes officially 3 minutes, 41 seconds of round number 1 for your winner, Javier, the Cuban Pablo del Valle.
Oh, yeah, there. John Jones versus Gustafsson 1. Yes, sir. You can never go wrong with that one. You know? Absolutely. What a fight that. I think Gustafsson had it by a little bit, bro, but I wasn't even angry, bro. I was just happy for the fight, man. And Alex Gustafsson, not for nothing, bro. I feel so bad for him because he's one of the dudes that just came right there. You remember how close he became against DC as well? Like, he's one of those dudes like a Brian Ortega or Gray Maynard. Like he's right there, close but no cigar. That's the thing, man. But he was top two for the longest time. Over 205 pounds. I just felt like he should have tried heavyweight. He is 6'5", not for nothing. I mean, it is what it is, bro. Great career, in my opinion, a Hall of Fame career. He's one of my favorite fighters of all time, Alexander Gustafsson. Right there with Carlos Condit. Give me some of your favorites. Give me some of your favorite UFC guys. I'll give you some of mine. Shogun Carlos Condit, Nick Diaz, Mark Hunt, Sabit Magomedsharipov. That's the greatest what if in UFC history. Don't ask me how long it took me to get that name right. But Zabit Magomedsharipov, right now my guy is Ilya Topuria, needless to say. I kind of like me some Conor, I'm not going to lie. I kind of like me some Conor McGregor for what he was, before he went completely apeshit, A lot of dudes that I love, man. Let me think. Demetrius Johnson. I love me some Jimmy Prohaska. I mean, I always like Rampage as well. Chuck Liddell. I've been watching MMA forever. I just haven't been hardcore lately. Congolese. I always love Congolese. It's a no contest. A lot of them. I'm trying to think. I always kind of like me some Chris Weidman. I like me some Chael Sonnen. I don't care what nobody say. I love me some Chael Sonnen. This guy could make a room full of people just die laughing, bro. Oh, Dominic Cruz. How did I forget about TJ Dillashaw, bro? Come on. What up? TJ Dillashaw. I do like me some Peter Yan as well. Conor McGregor, John Jones, DC. Okay. Chuck Liddell, John Fish Jack. Yeah, we agree on a lot of them. Yep. Awesome. Awesome. That's Mark Smith coming over to our position and telling us. I do like me some DP as well. I ain't gonna lie. Wants to see if Waldo Cortez can recover and continue the fight. He's asking for a minute, I think. I never liked Max Holloway or Walt, Volkanovski, or Justin Gagey. I kind of like me some Bobby Green, yeah. I never liked Arman Sarukian either. I do like me some MVP as well. Michael Venom Page, yeah, not for nothing. He's really good. I never liked Ian Machado Gary. I never liked, I like me some Shavkat Rakhmonov too. Come on, man. He said he can see 30 to 40%, but it's getting better. Let's look here. Left hand fingers out. I never liked Jamal Hill. I never liked Dominic Reyes. Well, Dominic Reyes depends. But I never liked Vitor Belfort. I never liked Luke Rock. Oh, Zhang Wei Li. Come on now. Valentina's my girl, but Zhang makes the short list. Yeah. Zhang Wei Li. I always kind of like me some Rose too, man. Some Rose Namajunas. And Holly Holm too. I'm not the biggest fan of Amanda Nunes. To be honest with you. Valentina's my girl. Yeah, but he just clowns way too much, but he's really good. He's really good. I always like Wonder Boy. You know, Prime Wonder Boy, bro. That looked straight out of the video game, bro. Not for he looks he's such a nice dude and everything. But Wonder Boy in his prime, holy crap!
I've never seen anything like this. This sport rules. You just never know.
Actually, let me show you something, okay? Let me show you something. I want to show you something, LB, since we're on the Wonder Boy. Let me show you something. There it is. Let me share my screen because this is too good, bro. This is Bilal Muhammad in an interview with Joe Rogan. He was a second. My goodness, bro. Bro, listen to this. Let me share my. Oh, hang on a second. I'm not gonna fall into this trap again. Let me show this right here. Okay. Disclaimer. Let me put the banner. 1 second, okay? Because I already got my previous stream was taken down for this. So make sure that I put the disclaimer right here. This is for educational purposes only, okay? And right there at the bottom, you see it at the banner, okay? So I'm gonna show you what Bilal Muhammad was saying about Wonder Boy, because this is just pure gold, fellas. Shit, give me 1 second. Share screen. Okay. Entire screen, audio, share. Okay, look at this.
When I fought Wonder Boy,
Was he the
Do what you're
most
good at.
puzzling guy that you fought?
yeah, I think so. I never even wanted that fight. I was telling my manager, I was like, bro, give me Chimaya. Wonder Boy is a guy you can't hate. Like,
Right.
I always love watching Wonder Boy fight. He's the
Right.
nicest guy
The
in the world.
nicest guy in the world.
Yeah, and you got to find a reason to hit him and
Right.
dislike him, and just like his highlight reel. And I'm looking at it, and like I said, I was in 2 camps watching these guys. And
Jesus Christ! Did you see that? How quick that kick was, bro. That's the thing about karate, bro. Karate, not for nothing, bro. He's got the most dangerous kicks you'll ever see, man.
highlight reel, and I'm looking at it, and like I said, I was in 2 camps
Bro,
watching these guys, and they're telling me like he's nothing like these other guys. Is like,
bro, are you kidding me? Did you see that? Who can do this shit? Look at this.
You're telling me like he's nothing like these other guys. He's like kicks are snappier. It hurts so much, and you're seeing him. And I'm like, man, I do not want to be on his highlight reel. I do not want to get hit with a spinning heel kick.
That's when he knocked out Jake Ellenberger. Prime Wonder Boy, bro. Come on, bro. Preach, LB, preach. Wonder Boy, a bad dude. He is a bad. He doesn't seem like a bad dude, but until you mess with him. That's the thing about karate, fellas. You know, they got a lot of things that let's leave it for okay. But karate, bro, is the real deal when it comes to the kicks and some of the stuff they do, bro. Because the thing is, the karate stance favors a very quick kick, quicker than the Muay Thai and even quicker than the Taekwondo. This is my opinion, okay? Like you can take like karate and Taekwondo and some others. Like the best of the best is boxing, Muay Thai, wrestling, and BJJ, right? Those are the 4 kings of MMA, right? As far as disciplines go. But when it comes to other martial arts, such as karate and Taekwondo specifically, and you can throw judo in there if you want to, Um, there are very, very useful things. I mean, you got Wonder Boy, you also got the Oto Machida, another karate guy. And I'm forgetting a few, okay? I'm forgetting a few of them, but those two are glaring for me. Like karate, yeah, they got the kata and a bunch of stuff that is like, but come on, bro, those kicks. What's up, Jay Will? How you doing, brother? For sure, wrestling is the most dominant. I mean, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like Khabib and the Dagestani dudes, yeah. Russians in general, because Chimaev is from Chechnya, and yeah, I mean, and even American wrestling. You got DC, you got Matt Hughes back in the day, and even GSP. GSP came. Yeah, there's another karate dude. He came. A lot of people don't know because he became such a great wrestler. No, I agree. I agree, Jay Will. But GSP became such a great wrestler. People don't know he originally was a Kyokushin karate guy. You know, George St. Pierre, that is. Who for a lot of people is the goat. To me, is Demetrius Johnson, but the lower weight curse never ends. Um, but yeah, let me show it to you. Did you see the Wonder Boy footage that I just played, Jay Will? If you're not, you can go back like 2 minutes or something if you want to, or I can show it to you. Let me know. Oh yeah, John Jones and GSP wrestling. Yes, and the thing about GSP is that he became that wrestler. He didn't come in with like a Division 1, championship or something like that. Like DC did, or some of the greats did. Like Kane Velasquez and others. No, he. Oh, what an honor! We got Bodywork Boxing in the house. God bless, bro. Yes, sir. Yeah, I do UFC also, body work, and I do some BKFC sometimes, and even WWE sometimes. But my thing is boxing, obviously. It's irony boxing, but yeah, just so you know. What you think? Do you see the Perot versus Thompson fight? You guys see that? I think it was a pretty good fight, but no. Oh, Jay Will, that's got to be the greatest upset of all time, bro. Matt Serra wrong GSP bell, and after that he was exactly. He got the memo with Matt Serra, right? Let me put the link just in case somebody wants to chop it up. It is pinned, but let me put it up here. Um, that's got to be the greatest upset of all time, Jay Will, right? I was shocked. I saw that shit live, bro. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I'm not gonna lie, bro. like like the shock in my face, bro. I could not believe it. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Oh, okay. And it was a pretty good fight. They gave a UD for Lanier Perot. You know, he gassed at the end, bro, badly. He looked pretty fatigued. Um, and but yeah, that's what happened. To be honest with you, bodywork, I don't see any of them doing any making any noise at heavyweight. That's just me though. I could be wrong, but for what I saw tonight, yeah, I don't see it. This heavyweight division is deep, bro. It's real deep. Um, I was just about to say that, Jay Will. It's the biggest upset. Home beating. Well, yeah, man. Damn. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I caught it at the end. I was working. I caught it at the end. I got no idea about the car. Um, let's see what happened. Perron versus Thompson on the card. Let's see. Live results. Update. Okay. Oh yeah, Pat Brown versus Felix Valera. Um, First knockdown. Second round KO victory for Pat Brown. Okay, that was the. Hang on a second. Omari Jones versus Yusuf Maitu. Um, a right hand over the top. Third round TKO victory for Omari Jones. Bodywork. Third round TKO for Omari Jones. That's the the co-main, right? And Pat Brown, second round TKO versus Felix Valera in the cruiserweights. Joelvis Gomez versus Travis Ingram was a draw. Nishan Dev versus Juan Carlos Medina. All three judges 54 in favor of Dev. Okay, that was a UD. All right, yep, that was all she wrote on the undercard. She did bully her, Jay Will. My goodness, she did. She bullied her on the face-off too. You remember that? Ronda tried that shit, and nah, she was like, "Get the fuck out of here." Nah. Yeah, Holly Holm, bro, not for nothing. Oh no, I'm from Puerto Rico. Just that Jao Pitaya is my. It's between Jao Pitaya and Boots Ennis, but I think Jao Pitaya is my favorite fighter right now. Used to be Bevo 2-3 years ago. Now it's Jao Pitaya, and Boots Ennis is right there. You know, Junto Nakatani is a very close third. Exactly. You remember that? Plus, Ronda had that joke of a coach. You know, head movement, make her miss, make her miss. Yeah, sure, no problem. Let me just flip the switch and make her miss. You know, um, dumbass. Edmund Terverdian was this bozo's name. The worst coach in the history of coaching, ladies and gentlemen and ladies, is this idiot. Right. Well, actually, right now it may be Joshua Fabia. I appreciate that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What is that? HLD. Oh, I think I've seen that person in a few panels, but I haven't really interacted with him. But I've seen, what have I seen him? I think I've seen him in Japanese boxing, maybe, or maybe what's the name of this guy? One of those panels. It might be Japanese boxer, or maybe it's 2 Cents boxing. You know, one of those. Um, yeah, I know what you're saying, but I haven't really interacted with him. Um, yeah, but I've seen him. I think I've seen him in Ryan Fraser as well, my Canadian brother. Um, but since we're on the wrestling the other day, Jay Will, give me your favorite rivalries of all time, bro. Give me your favorite feuds. Mine has got to be Vince versus Stone Cold, bro. You can't top that. I don't care what anybody says. And there's a lot of them, bro. Triple H versus Shawn Michaels. Triple H versus The Undertaker. Freaking, I mean, damn. Another Puerto Rican Vix. I've seen about him. I mean, I gotta follow a little bit more about him. I prefer like Auténtico boxing. That's the one that I like a lot. Do you know Spanish, Jay Will? Because Auténtico goes in Spanish. He doesn't go in English, from what I've seen. Well, actually, he interviewed Jaleel Hackett. Yeah, so he can speak English. But usually he goes in Spanish, like his content is in Spanish most of the time. Yeah, I'll check him out. I know who he is, though. I know who he is. Oh, okay, that's fine. But I know who Vixen is. Yeah, I know who that is. And yeah, there's a few of them. I don't know if round one is Puerto Rican or not. I think so. Yeah, I think round one is Puerto Rican as well. I've seen in a few panels as well. And yeah, there's a few. We love this shit, bro. We love this shit. um, yeah, I'll say. Let me just put it on the chat. Some of the appreciate you stopping by, Bodywork. I appreciate it for sure. See if you can subscribe and everything. It will mean the world to me. Bro, for God's sakes, Brett Harvard, you took the words right out of my mouth, bro. Took the words right out of my. I was just about to say, because I said Triple H versus Shawn Michaels, and I'm like, hold on a second. You can't mention Shawn Michaels without Bret Hart. You can't. Not possible. Um, Golly, what a feud that was. All the way up to the Montreal Screwjob and beyond, bro. Another great rivalry was Randy Orton versus John Cena. But the best, you know what the best build-up of recent memory is? This one. Let me put it in the chat because I don't even want to spoil it for you by saying it. This is one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life, and I've seen wrestling since I was a toddler. Okay? That feud right there is one of the greatest things that I have ever seen in my life, and I've seen this shit since the early 90s. Okay? I've seen Piper, I've seen Ric Flair, I've seen you name it, I've seen it. Or maybe I wasn't born when it happened, but I probably heard about it or seen it because, boy, oh boy, wrestling was my thing for the longest time. I ain't gonna lie. And I was blessed to grow up with the best era, greatest era of all time in wrestling, fellas, which is the Attitude Era. And followed up by the second greatest era of all time, which is the Ruthless Aggression Era. But that build up right there, the Yes movement versus the Authority, is one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life. And this was the PG era, fellas. Okay? Where you couldn't say anything, basically. God damn, golly, bro. All right. Anybody got a topic? Anybody wanna jump in? Let me know. Otherwise, I will probably call it because I am hungry. I don't know if I told you, but as a kid, I got to eat breakfast. Come on, you gotta be kidding me, man. You gotta be kidding me, man. Oh, that's. You remember what Jerry the King Lawler used to call them puppies? You remember that? Jay Will, the puppies. You remember that shit? Yes, I do. Well, I think he already sent Ryan Garcia an offer. LB. Yeah, I heard that he's. I I heard that he's looking for Ryan Garcia to step in. But do you remember Jerry the King Lawler where he called them the puppies? Or Jerry the King Lawler? He was so crazy, bro. He's this combination with Jim Ross, the slobber knocker and everything, the southern accent and everything with the Jerry the King Lawler, always messing with him was a thing of beauty, bro. 12, wow. Yeah, I was right around that age, bro. You a 90s kid like I am, huh? You were born in the 80s. I was born in the 80s. The best times, bro. The best times. For many reasons, the best times. Um, Legend of Borough, for God's sakes. Listen, if I didn't know about Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby Heenan, but you know what? They are the best. Yeah, the Jim Ross, JR, the slobber knocker, and Jerry the King Lawler. You can't beat that, bro. Not possible. It's not possible. Jesse Ventura and Vince McMahon were really good, okay? I want to be clear here. And Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby Heenan were absolutely insanely good. But JR and Jerry the King Lawler, nah, they're in a league of their own, bro. They're just perfect. Just they couldn't be more different, you know? Man. But yeah, I think I'm gonna. What is it? 1 hour, 13 minutes. What else do we have to talk about? Well, let's see some of these finishes of the UFC, and then if nobody feels choppy today, that's perfectly fine. I'm gonna go live tomorrow, though. I'm gonna go live tomorrow. I'm gonna start with the comebacks, the greatest comebacks in boxing history, and everything else. Okay? So if you're able to check it out for that one, I'm gonna go live tomorrow. What time? I don't know. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna go to church first. Then I'm gonna go. Ooh, what a right hand! I'm gonna go to the church mass first. Then I'm gonna go to the gym. And then I'm cooking some lunch, whatever, and then I'm gonna go live. So I don't know. I would say 5, 6 p.m. ish.
Wow. And there's boy. Walks out in right hand. And his eyes still giving him
Something wrong with his eyes or something, but he knocked the dude out.
Probably getting on the
And this eye folks in MMA, bro. Is there like really a solution for this, or anybody got an idea? Because
slow down a little bit.
man, this eye folks are getting my
Ready for war.
I mean, it's not like it's a new thing, right? But dang, they have a habit of happening like at the worst, type of fight ever, man. I mean, couldn't it be like the prelims or something? Does it have to be like the heavyweight championship of the freaking world? Does it have to be? Is that necessary? Just saying.
Well, and here's our reaction.
I mean, it's not like the prelims isn't bad enough, but God dang.
Went from a
Right, Acosta won by knockout, 1-1. Garcia versus Andrade. Ooh. Nice straight hand. Dropped him.
He's not wobbly as he backs to the face. And Garcia tees off with another big one. Mean Machine starting to roll downhill here. Yes, links the jab from Onana. Goes on the attack again.
Ooh, uppercut. That's the 4-ounce gloves, man. Ooh, high kick. You ready to go, man?
Message sent from the Mean Machine. The win streak is 7. Never more impressive than that. This man is special. 7 in a row. 6 stoppages.
Right, Garcia won by knockout as well. That was the main event of the UFC fight night in Vegas.
He was waiting, trying to take his time, and Steve Garcia doesn't do that. He fights.
It was a perfect performance.
Right, fellas, I appreciate you all for tuning in. Anybody got anything else? Otherwise, I'm gonna call it, and I'm gonna go ahead and set up a great show for you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna set up an open panel from the get-go, but I'm gonna show the greatest boxing comebacks of all time. I'm gonna start with my first group of 10.
He's making it pretty big, and that was a special knockout. David Onama, as I said, he's the real deal. He's had massive performances inside the octagon. That's a nice front kick.
We'll see.
Went to sprawl from the takedown.
What's coming up in the UFC, by the way?
Crazy over the top of the head. Front kick to the
Next.
stomach. Avoids the takedown. And right here, he's just in kill mode. One after the other. He's watching close. That big left hand got through the guard.
Okay, so we got UFC on ESPN. Gabriel Bonfim versus Randy Brown. Randy Brown's pretty good. When is that taking
Officially
place?
3 minutes, 34 seconds of round number 1. Referee
When is that
Herb Dean
taking
puts a halt
place?
to the fight. Your winner.
Next Saturday, okay?
TKO.
November 8th. This is at the UFC Apex in Las Vegas, okay? And after that, on the 15th, we got the big one, right? We got Islam Makhachev versus Jack De La Magdalena. Islam trying to join that select club of the two division champions of the UFC, right? Oh, for sure. You and I both, right? You and I both, Jay Will. Yeah, today to me is Collazo. In a year or two, it's going to be Sander Sayas. In about 4 years, probably going to be Jean Paul Rivera. This is my how do you say, prediction. Okay, today is definitely Oscar El Pupilo Collazo. Okay, 2 years, maybe less. It'll be Xander, baby. Okay. The greatest Puerto Rican fighter of all time, in my opinion, is Wilfred El Radar Benitez. But I mean, I've heard people say it's Gomez, it's Trinidad, it's Cotto, it's Calderon, it's Luis Ortiz. I'm sorry, Carlos Ortiz. Yeah. I do love me some Subriel, bro, but Subriel can only fight one way. I mean, that's fine. You're a specialist. Tito Yeah, I mean, listen, I grew up with Tito Trinidad. He's bigger than life. He's larger than life. He's the most beloved fighter in Puerto Rico history. But the best to me is Wilfred El Radar Benitez. He's the youngest champion in boxing history, 17 years old, bro. Not even out of high school. And beat Antonio Cervantes, Kid Pambele, for the title. Um, but listen, if you want to say it's Tito, trust me, I ain't going to be mad at you whatsoever. I love Tito. God knows this. Jay Will says, I used to be more into you. Ooh, Anthony Rumble Johnson, man. The scariest. You know, Anthony Rumble Johnson is the scariest knockout artist I've ever seen, bro. No lies, man. I stepped away some. He was the reason I got into it. I went to see him fight. Oh, you went to see him fight Ryan Bader. Okay. Damn, bro. That's awesome. That's awesome. I think he knocked him out, right? I think he knocked Ryan Bader out, right? When Rumble Pet, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, that was sad, bro. Way too young, bro. He had, I think, a heart failure or something like that, man. God damn. And not for nothing, bro. I always felt John Jones docked him. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I'm gonna say it. Nobody wants to be the asshole. Nobody wants to say it. I'll be the asshole and I'll say it. Johnny Ducky Jones ducked Anthony Rumble Johnson. Thank you. Amanda Serrano, yeah, sure, absolutely. She's got 50 plus fights. I mean, you name it, she's gonna fight again as well. I mean, yeah. On the female side, it's Amanda Serrano. On the male side, it's Oscar El Pupilo Collazo. No doubt about it. Jay Will says, yeah, 17. I bring him up when these fans today say these boxers. I mean, but Jay Will, you got okay. I hear you. I hear you, and you're right. Okay, but the I mean, it's different. You know, it's different. I mean, there's a reason why that record hasn't been broken yet, right? And you know, Mike Tyson being heavyweight champion at age 20. How many times have we seen that? Like they're 1-1. You know, like. But I hear you. You're probably right, actually. But I'm just saying, like, what you can tell when a boxer is it's not there yet. You know, you see what I'm saying, Jay Will? He destroyed. Yeah, I knew it. He destroyed Bader bad. We all thought he. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, I remember. You remember the Glover Teixeira knockout, bro? I thought Glover died in the ring. To be honest with you. Excuse me for saying this, right? But the Anthony Johnson's knockout of Glover Teixeira was one of the nastiest I've ever seen in my life, bro. No joke. Jay Will says Salvador. Oh man, you're talking about the real Mexican goat here. Salvador Sanchez. By the time he passed, yeah, he already been 3 Hall of Famers, had 10 title. Yep, Danny Red Lopez, Juan Laporte, Azuma Nelson, Wilfredo Gomez. I preach. That's the comment of the day right there. Salvador Sanchez. I keep telling people that's the real Mexican goat, fellas. Salvador Sanchez. Look him up, fellas. If that dude would have lasted 10 more years, it wouldn't even be a debate. Because that's the thing, Jay Will. He passed away at 23. He had damn near 50 wins. He had damn near 50 wins. Actually, let me pull up his record. Let's be correct here, shall we? Salvador Sanchez box record. He had 44 wins, 1 loss, which he avenged, by the way, and 1 draw. What was the loss? Let's see. Antonio Becerra was his loss. Antonio Becerra, and had a draw with Juan Escobar. Okay. 44 1-1 at 23 years old. Who are we kidding here, man? Come on, man. Jay Will says, go back. Bader was late. Oh, shit. Wasn't moving. This was brutal because the punches were smashing off. Oh, shit. Damn. Let me see if I can find that. Got me in this now, Jay Will. Let's go. Let's see it. Anthony Johnson versus Ryan Bader. Okay, I'm watching it right now. Rumble had his back, bro. That's not where you want to be. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, I see what you mean. They will. Oh my God, bro. He's not moving an inch, bro. God damn. I mean, but if bro, the guy has in the mount position on top of you, and you have the Kimura and you let go of the arm, you're asking for it, Jay Will. I mean, what? I never liked Van Vader, dumbass. Glad that he's okay though, for real. Um, Jay Will says, I'm a big Roy Jones guy. He's yes, yes, yes. He said Salvador's the most talented. Yeah, boxer he ever saw, man. If you know, you know, bro. That's gotta mean something. A channel called Blood BS. Alpha. I probably seen it. I've seen so many Salvador Sanchez documentaries, bro. Oh man. Yeah, he panicked. Great, 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 great assessment. Great assessment. Lottery Burden trolling me here says, I think Chavez is the greatest Mexican fighter. I'm not mad at that. Followed by here's the problem. Followed by Canelo, then Sanchez. Lottery Burden, I was just starting to like you. Now you come with this. What's going on here? What's going on here? Nah, I'm just fucking with you. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, most people will tell you. You speak with 100 Mexicans, 100 boxing people from Mexico, and they will tell, or Mexican, whatever. People that are knowledgeable about Mexican boxing. I'll say out of a 100 that you speak with, probably, how do I put this? Out of 100, probably about 60 at least will give you that answer. Will give you Chavez. Most people will give you that answer. I'll even go up to 70. 70 ish people will probably tell you Chavez, which is fine. Chavez was a stud, bro. Don't get me wrong. Chavez had legendary pressure, legendary patience. Um, but oh, neither did I. Neither did I. He was a little before my time too. But that's fine. That's fine. I mean, I can recommend you the fights that Jay Will said. Let me put them on the screen. Where is it? There it is. Now, Danny Red Lopez, he beat him, I think, twice. Juan Laporte is Juan Laporte is a Puerto Rican. He's from Guayama, which is way south, and he's one of only two boxers to fight both Salvador Sanchez and Chavez. Juan Laporte is the other one is another Mexican called Ruben Castillo. So Juan Laporte has the distinction with only one other man to fighting both Salvador Sanchez and Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. Okay, that's a big deal. And that was a hell of a fight, by the way. He gave both fits, Juan Laporte did. Azuma Nelson, Wilfredo Gomez. Wilfredo Gomez is a marquee win because Wilfredo Gomez was 32-0 with 32 knockouts, and that's unheard of in those divisions. That's like a Mike Tyson type record or Deontay Wilder type record, something like that. Or George Foreman, something like that, That's a super middleweight upwards type of record. But 32 wins with zero everything and 32 and 100% knockout ratio at 32 wins. Yeah, that Wilfredo Gomez is his marquee win for sure. Azuma Nelson was an awesome fight, and look up Ruben Castillo as well. Ruben Castillo, that was a hell of a fight as well. Um, yep, yep, J. Will, Juan Laporte, Juan Laporte and Ruben Castillo, the only two fighters to fight both Salvador Sanchez and Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. I appreciate it, LB. Make sure you give me some feedback, bro. Because what you're about to see, bro, with this guy is some serious stuff. And you know what? This guy right here had the best footwork that I've ever seen in boxing history. And his name is Orlando Canizales, also from Mexico. Another one that suffers from the lower weight curves, but watch his fight with Billy Hardy. Orlando Canizales. Look him up, fellas. One of the greatest fighters in boxing history, but because he fought, flyweight, I think it was it bantamweight or hang on a second, I'll let you know right now. Orlando Canizales, fellas, you're gonna have it's an absolute joy to watch that. Oh, bantamweight, okay, it's bantamweight, but nevertheless, the lower weight curse still stands. But Orlando, you know what? Let me show you some Orlando Canizales because I would be remiss. But man, what a knockout that was, J. Will. Oh man, I see why it was so scary. Orlando Canizales. Needless to say that this. Let me put the freaking. Not only Americans, J. Will. Not only listen, J. Will. Okay, I'm glad you said that because that's true. But it's not only you guys because I've had endless debates with people here in the island why Ivan Calderon is not mentioned in the same conversation as Tito, Cotto, Gomez, Benitez, Ortiz, Camacho. I forgot about it through Camacho. Can you believe that? And others. Okay, so I've had this debate with people till the end of time, and not for nothing, bro. In Mexico, it happens as well. They don't mention Ricardo Finito Lopez at the upper echelon as they mention a Chavez, a Sanchez, a Gilberto Roman, a Raton Macias. I mean, you name it, right? Rafael. I mean, Juan Manuel Marquez, Marco Antonio Barrera, Morales. You name it, right? They don't mention Ricardo Finito. Let me show that to you. Finito Lopez retired with a record of 51-0 with one draw, fellas. Can you believe that? 51-0, okay? 51-0 with one draw, okay? And he doesn't get mentioned because he fought at strawweight and how do you call the freaking junior flyweight, okay? Same as Ivan Calderon, same thing, bro. So it's not only Americans, it's all the way around, bro. It don't even make no sense. But let me show you Orlando Canizales just so you can get a taste of what Loma was before Loma came along. Actually, if you press me long enough, I'll tell you it's a little better. And I'm the biggest Loma fan. Okay, watch this. All credit goes to Hamza God. Okay, awesome channel. Check the banner. Okay, it's there. Copyright. Educational purposes only. Okay, watch this, fellas. Are we sharing? Yes, we're sharing. Watch this.
Boxing Federation Bantamweight Champion of the World, boxing fans, here is Orlando Canizales.
See how he slipped those punches right there? Hold on, bro.
Wait.
Come on, man.
Bring me. Wait.
This is the Billy Hardy fight. This is his marquee fight. You can't make this shit up, bro. Look at this.
Poor Charlie.
And he did that step and right into a perfect position, bro. Can you believe that? Let me show it to you again. Let me slow this thing down because, oh my goodness. Watch this. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Tell me again how flat-footed Mexicans are. Tell me again. Pull counter, baby. Pull counter, baby. Pull counter. Bring me.
Waiting for Charlie. Waiting. Bring me.
Bro, did you see that? Let me show that to you again. Did you see that? I'll end it with this. I don't want to get shut down again. Watch closely. Right here.
Bring me.
Are you kidding me right now? Look at that angle, bro.
Bring me.
Come on, man. Come on. Tell me again how flat-footed Mexicans are, please. Please tell me again. Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly, Jay Will. That's the pivot you see from Loma. That's Loma before Loma. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It looks so, yes. It looks so effortless, doesn't it? Junior Jones, bro. The same dude that beat Marco Antonio Barrera. Yes, sir. He fought him. And this guy doesn't get mentioned either. This guy doesn't get mentioned either, bro. Okay, so it's the lower weight curse. It's everywhere, bro. Trust me when I tell you that it is everywhere. It is a damn shame, bro. It is. I mean that's what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, does every Mexican fighter, does every Hispanic fighter move like he does? Hell no. But not every American fighter moves like Floyd Mayweather moves, not an or Pernell Whitaker or Muhammad Ali or whoever you want to mention, or Sugar Ray Leonard or any other Sugar Rays or who else can I think? There's a bunch of them, bro. Like James Toney, Roy Jones Jr. Like, not every American fighter moves like that. You got Julian Jackson, you got your there's a little everything. So what are we doing here? You know? But watching that man fight is a privilege. Watch his fight with Billy Hardy too, fellas. You're not gonna regret it. Orlando Canizales versus Billy Hardy 2. That's the redheaded dude. I think it's the second one, but I mean, feel free to watch whatever. I mean, that dude is just an absolute joy to watch. And his record is 50 wins with 5 losses and 1 draw. He doesn't get mentioned either, Jay Will. Can you believe that, bro? Like, bro. I mean, bro. But it is the reality, bro. It is the reality. It's always been there, bro. It's always been there. The lower weight curse, bro. It's a damn shame. But yeah, that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. Let's see. Jay Will is saying it's always been a thing as long as I can remember. Black Americans have the footwork, athleticism, and Mexicans have the chin press. Yeah, I mean that. Okay, so let's be honest here, right? When you think about Mexican style of boxing, the first thing to come that comes to mind are those two things, right? Chin pressure, strength, all that, endurance. So yeah, I mean we got to be fair here. Like stereotypes are there for a reason, and the reason is most of the time, or at least historically speaking, most of the time, Mexican fighters were known for that. That's a fact. That's a fact. And Black American fighters are known for that as well, more than anything. You can find some that don't have those skills; they just have the power, like a Deontay Wilder or James Kirkland or Julian the Hawk Jackson, or the list goes on, right? But when you think about Black American boxing style, um, the first thing that comes to mind is Muhammad Ali, the Sugar Rays, the Roy Joneses, the James Tonys, the Pernell Sweet Pea Whitakers. That's so yeah, for sure. For sure, of course, yeah. There's outliers. I'm sorry, outliers all throughout. You know, because listen, not every Russian fighter moves like Usyk or Loma or Bivol. Okay, not every Eastern European fighter moves like Loma or Usyk or Bivol. Not for nothing. Okay, and not every Cuban fighter moves like Guillermo Rigondo or Erislan de Lara. And not every Mexican fighter has the chin and pressure that Chavez has, and not every Black American fighter has the feet that Muhammad Ali had, or the hand speed that he had, or the IQ that Floyd Mayweather has. That's a fact. But it's also like to have like your own trademark. It's also a great thing. Um, Salvador had phenomenal for sure, bro. Bro, Marvin Hagler is my favorite fighter of all time. Come on, bro. I'm even reading a book on the man right now as we speak. You know. Yes, phenomenal movement for and this guy too, Orlando Canizales and Loma and Floyd Mayweather, and yeah, for any race. Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, but yeah, I mean Hagler, bro, come on, Hagler. Hagler. Chin, the pace, the everything, bro, the mentality. Come on, bro. He can switch stances right in front of you. I mean, you name it, bro. Marvelous. Can't say enough great things about that dude. Probably the fighter that had to battle the most well, that's debatable, right? But as I can recall, one of the fighters that more injustices had to battle throughout his whole career. That's what makes this style, yeah, of course, so entertaining. Yeah, who can impose their will, who does it better, who can figure the other out better, and all of that. Um, Everybody tries to, yeah. I mean, I think it's a little unfair to put the whole protecting the O on him, because it's not like Floyd was the first dude to retire undefeated from the sport. It just worked for him, for his marketing, for his whole image, undefeated, the cash cow, the top dog, nobody can beat me. Yeah, I mean, it worked for him. I just wish people could put that in perspective. Shit, if it worked for me, I would use it too, and so would you. I mean, you got to do what works for you. But this whole nonsense of once you pick up one loss, you win. Can somebody please tell me which other profession in this world you have only one person that does it better than you and you get called trash for it? Can you give me one other profession? Because it happened to Errol Spence, it happened to Wilfredo Gomez, it happened to Hector Camacho, it happened to Michael Moorer. I mean, you name it, right? Name me another, like, let's say you're a surgeon and only one other surgeon is a little better than you for whatever reason, right? And you get called trash for it, or a lawyer, or an engineer, whatever, or even another sport. Could you imagine people saying, well, MJ was a little better than Kobe, so Kobe's trash? Can you imagine that? Like Kareem was a little better than Hakeem, so Hakeem is trash. Or Isaiah was a little better than Stockton, or vice versa, so the other is trash. I mean, what the hell are we doing here? Everybody. Didn't Hagler not get a legit title shot until he was 50? I think so. It was Alan Minter. Well, it was actually Vito Antuofermo, but they robbed him. with a draw. Um, I'll let you know right now. So Hagler, 62 wins, 3 losses. He never lost to Sugar Ray Leonard. I don't care what nobody say, but whatever. So he fought a grand total of 67 fights, right? 6-7, that is. So 1, 2, 3. Right, and he got screwed. Oh, okay, so hold on. I'll tell you right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, shit. Even worse, bro. 14, 67 less 4, 14, 53rd. 53rd fight was his when he won the belt. 53rd, bro. Can you believe that crap? 1, 2, 3. But yeah, he got his title shot at the 50th fight, but he got screwed with the draw against Vito Antuofermo. But when he finally got over the hump against punk ass Alan Minter, who by the way said in front of a room full of journalists that there's no way that a black man will take his title away from him or some bullshit like that, punk ass motherfucker. And a riot. He didn't even get to celebrate, bro. The fight was over there in England. He didn't even get to celebrate. People were throwing shit at the ring, chairs and shit. He had to rush back to the locker room, bro, with the Petronellis and with all the rest of them. He couldn't even celebrate in the ring when he beat Alan Minter's punk ass, bitch ass. He said that shit. Look it up, bro. Alan Minter said that shit, bro. I'm quoting him. It's on the book that I'm reading, and I've seen it in too many documentaries. It can't. No way everybody's lying. No way. A draw? Hagler won, LB. In my opinion, Hagler won. I've seen that fight so many times. I don't think it's good for my mental health to watch that fight. I'm just fucking around, but man, that was a bad one. Crazy to say the least, bro. To say the least. Marvin Hagler, bro. Come on, the greatest middleweight of all time. You can say it's Carlos Monzon. You can say it's fucking Triple G or Hopkins or if you want to throw Canelo in there, feel free. But or Robinson or there's a few over there that make the short list. This guy is my guy right there, the marvelous one. Jay Will laughing. But yeah, that's one of the most controversial fights I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, B-Hub at 160 was a real problem. He wanted to fight until he was 103 years old for whatever reason, but he was a problem. He obviously, we don't need to get into details here about throwing some flags to the ground or whatever the case may be. But my boy Joe Calzaghe, got it back for us. My boy, my guy, the Pride of Wales, the Italian Stallion, the Italian Dragon, Superfly Joe Calzaghe took it for us. He did it, and then Joe Smith Jr. cleaned up the mess. But yeah, it was a legendary career. His performance against Kelly Pavlik is a thing of beauty. I will say this, just to be real here, that Bernard Hopkins' performance against Kelly Pavlik was a thing of beauty. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a great promotion. I'm not gonna lie, for sure. I'm not gonna lie. He topped Ricardo Mayorga for that one. I don't think it was possible to top Ricardo Mayorga, but he did it. B-Hub legendary career. He was still unified champion, 49 years old. Come on. Did he go decision with a prime Kovalev? No. Seriously? No way. No way. For real, bro? Hold on. Oh, yeah. No, he lost. But it was a decision, really? Hang on a second. What the heck? Hopkins versus Kovalev was a decision? I didn't even know that. Oh yeah, heck, bro. Damn, what a stud, bro. At 49 years old, decision against the Crusher, Kovalev. God damn, there's something to be said about that, man. Not for nothing. He hung in. Yeah, not everybody made it, to the final bell against Prime Kovalev. That was way before Canelo's bitch ass got to him. But he had that unfortunate fight against Eladier Alvarez, I think is his name, Eladier Alvarez, something like that. But he got that one back, and Anthony Yard scared me to death, bro. 20 title defense. How about it, bro? How about that? 20 title defenses. Joe Calzaghe is either 18 or 20 or 21, and the same for Triple G. And oh man, come on now. Yeah, you have to say it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still kind of pissed that we didn't get to see the trilogy with Roy. I think they met each other. That was a weird one, LB, wasn't it? Like Roy, the first fight with Roy and B Hub came when B Hub was a little too greenish, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. And the second one came when Roy was clearly over the hill. Like what a weird sequence, and they came so far apart, like for each other, right? But when you rematch, you're supposed to rematch within 1, maybe 2 years at most, right? But they rematched like 5 years or 6 years apart. It was crazy. Actually, let me look that thing up. Give me 1 sec. Okay, there it is. He lost against Roy Jones Jr. And wow, he beat Glenn Johnson. I always love me some Glenn Johnson, bro, the Road Warrior. Wow, look at that. Bro, it might even be more than 6 years. Give me a second here. I gotta look this shit up, bro. This was okay, so he lost. What is this? Oh, that was a draw. Was that a draw or a loss against Roy the first time? Well, whatever. It was 1993, right? Oh no. He lost. I'm sorry, he lost. I'm watching it in Spanish. In Spanish, I thought that D was a draw, but no, it's derrota, which is loss. Okay, so the first fight happened in May 22nd of 1993. Okay, May 22nd, 1993, and the second fight happened. Holy shit, 7 years apart. Are you kidding me? The second fight happened April 3rd, 2010. J. Will, LB. 7 years apart, the rematch. Can you believe that? Laurie Burns Show says, yeah, that was weird, but they wanted the money. Yeah, no, go get it, bro. Go get it. But that's a weird sequence, bro. It is, because they never really met at their prime, did they? Not at all. B-Hub was too green the first time. Roy was over the hill the second time. B-Hub said the best fighter he ever fought. Yeah, I saw that. Was 160 Roy Jones. If you look at how all played out, Hopkins had the better. Do you think so, Jay Will? I mean, Roy had that whole thing where he went to heavyweight and did the what I call the hit and run with John, fucking one of the worst champions I've ever seen in my life. John the Quiet Man Ruiz, but I mean, if you look at the records, no. I mean, Hopkins, it's not like Hopkins had 7 fights or something. I'm just saying, like, you look at Hopkins in that first Roy Jones fight, and you can tell he's not there yet. And you got to remember, Hopkins was a late bloomer. Hopkins, the best moments of Hopkins' career came late 30s, early 40s, if you look at it. Well, I'll say mid to late 30s and early 40s, Hopkins had a unique career, one of the greatest late bloomers of all time, Lennox Lewis is another great late bloomer, and George Foreman had an amazing prime. He just lost to Muhammad Ali, but he was murking people. So yeah, George don't really fit the bill like that. But Lennox, and especially Bernard Hopkins, and then one other great late bloomer is Sergio Maravilla Martinez, another one of my favorite fighters of all time. Sergio Maravilla Martinez, another one that had his best moments mid to late 30s. for sure. For sure. Joe Calzaghe fits the bill too, not for nothing. He had his best moments early to mid to late. I would say probably mid to late, yeah, mid to late or maybe early 30s, yeah, but not in his 20s though. That's for sure. Um, what else we got? Uh, what is happening? Yeah, Hopkins lost his pro debut. I remember that. After that, he lost one fight in 15 years. How about that, huh? How about that? We look that up. Oh five. Yeah, 12 years. It's just the same thing. It's the same thing. Over a decade. Unbelievable career. Bernard Hopkins, for sure. Oh, yeah. Kelly Pavlik, Jan Pascal, Roy Jones Jr. He never fought James Toney, did he? I don't think they fought ever, right? Let's see. Keith Holmes. I mean, obviously, Felix Trinidad. Oscar de la Hoya. How did I forget Oscar, bro? He nailed his ass with that left hook to the liver. Antonio Tarver, I forgot about him too. Wow, Winky Wright, bro. He gave Winky Wright an ass whooping, not for nothing, you know. Um, Tavoris Cloud. Yeah. Yep, Tito. By far the best born and raised Philly. Man, you think so, Jay Will? Man, Philly? I mean, you got Joe Frazier, you got fucking Winky. That's a great name. Yes. Vargas, yeah. Yeah, I never liked Vargas. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, he was a tough motherfucker, bro. He was a real tough dude. Like Fernando Vargas, not for nothing. As much as I can't stand him, not for nothing, bro. As far as toughness goes, he's in that category with Arturo Gatti, Diego Corrales, Johnny Tapia, and several others. Like they'll die in the ring. I'm sure of that. Like that's how tough they are. Fernando Vargas fought Winky, Tito, Ike Corte, and Oscar De La Hoya by 23-20. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He was put through the ring. Yes, sir. For sure. For sure. Early. Yep. Yeah, he was. He was. Winky was real. Yeah, he was real good. He had this weird style, right? He had like this long ass arms. When he shelled up, there was no way. Like there was no room for you to punch anywhere. Like he had like this octopus arms. Like like what the heck? I remember like another one that comes to mind is Joshua Clotet. And as well, had this arms, bro. Like they shelled up, and it's like a fucking turtle. The turtle when he goes into the shell where there's like nowhere you can find to land a clean blow or whatever. High guard. Yep, nothing was open, bro. The octopus arms. He had the high guard and jab. Yes, sir. He wasn't the most fan friendly fighter ever. But his style, he you can tell like he had that down to a pat, bro. Of course, he took he took some ass whoopings, but he also bit some good names, not for nothing. Ronald Winky Wright. Give me a second, let me look him up since we're at it. Winky Wright, Boxrec. 51-6 with one draw. He beat Ike Corte, a draw against Jermaine Taylor. He beat Trinidad. Don't get me started on that one. He beat Shane Mosley, one of the greatest performances of his career, twice. Okay. Yeah, he's got some great names, bro. Seriously. There's Fernando Vargas right there. Lost to him. Yeah, for sure, bro. Hell of a career as well. Yeah, I Corte for Sure. Ike Corte is one of the best fighters out of Ghana, bro. You got Asuma Nelson, Ike Corte. Ghana, not for nothing, bro. As far as Africa goes, you got some South Africans, you got some Nigerians. But Ghana, bro, the representation of Ghana, I find it to be the I could be wrong about this, but I find the Ghana representation as far as boxing goes to be the more schooled out of the countries, as far as I can tell. I could be wrong about this. Okay, I'm not very knowledgeable about what I've seen out of Ghana, bro. Is pure gold, to be honest with you. Because not for nothing, I thought Corte beat Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar got the benefit of the doubt more than once. Okay, he got the benefit of the doubt against Felix Sturm. He got the benefit of the doubt against Ike Corte, and notoriously, he got the benefit of the doubt against Pernell Sweet P. Whitaker. Okay, and Chavez as well. Chavez got the benefit of the doubt against Jose Luis Ramirez, and notoriously against Pernell Sweet P. Whitaker. Okay, um, but yeah. But Canelo's resume doesn't compare to Chavez's resume, fellas. Canelo's resume don't even compare to Chavez's resume, in my opinion. You know, Frazier. Oh, he wasn't born in Philly. Oh, okay. So, Joe Frazier wasn't born in Philly. Okay. You know what? That's fair because Marvin Hagler wasn't born in Brockton, Mass, but he was raised there. He trained there. So he was born in Jersey, I think. Marvin Hagler, and Joe Calzaghe, he represented Wales, but he was really born in London. So that happens. Okay, I feel you. I agree. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Pernell Whitaker got robbed so many times, bro. It's nasty. It's nasty. Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker is one of the fighters that have been more that would rob the most throughout their whole career. Badu Jack fits the bill. Yeah, he's a great. I'm not saying he's not great, but his resume doesn't compare to Chavez because 9 out of 10 big names in Canelo's resume were not even close to their primes. Chavez, not so much. For sure, Jay Will. For sure, Sweet Pea beat Oscar, in my opinion. And he beat the shit out of Chavez as well. Yeah, for sure. Okay, the Oscar fight was the Chavez one was obvious. They couldn't even give it to Chavez. They had to give it a draw. But the Oscar fight was, okay, a little closer. If you think Oscar got the notch, I'm not gonna be mad at you at all. But I've heard Mexicans who love Chavez tell me, nah, he lost against Pernell Whitaker. That's why I love him. I rush with them because they'll be honest, bro. They'll tell you. Yeah, I know. Back when Chavez fought, there wasn't a million titles per division, but yeah. Tell me Canelo best prime win without controversy. Billy Joe Saunders and Caleb Plant, Jay Will. No, I give him two. I give him two of them, Jay Will. I give him Caleb Plant and I give him Billy Joe Saunders. Those are his two best wins, in my opinion. But the Triple Gs are controversial as hell. The Erislandy Lara, controversial. Austin Trout, controversial. Kovalev over the hill. Cotto over the hill. Shane Mosley over the hill. Amir Khan, small. Who am I forgetting? Charlo, small. Who else am I forgetting? And the others whooped his ass, Floyd, Bevo, and obviously Bud Crawford. But I give him not for nothing. I'll give him Danny Jacobs, but that was a hell of a fight though. But yeah, Jacobs was controversial as hell. Yeah, no, that's the key, right, Jay Will? Without controversy. Yeah, against Chavez, he definitely won for sure. People think Jacobs beat I don't know about that, but it was a hell of a fight. And not for nothing, he gave Triple G a hell of a fight too, Jay Will. You got to remember that. Win is a win regardless? Nah. Context matters, LB. Come on, bro. Come on, you're trolling me, aren't you? You know, because you're not going to sit here and give Trevor Berbick credit for beating Muhammad Ali, are you? You're not gonna sit here and tell me that Trevor Berbick beat Muhammad Ali without putting a big ass asterisk next to that, right? You're not gonna sit here and tell me that, are you? And you're not gonna tell me that Rocky Marciano beat Prime Joe Louis, are you? And Rocky Marciano is one of my favorite fighters of all time, but I got to keep it real, bro. Nah, a win is a win. Come on, get out of here with a win is a win. What the heck? Jacobs got one. You think so? A win is a win. It's hard to say that in boxing with the exactly, Jay Will. Yeah, no, he's on his record as a win. That's fine, but okay. But let me ask you this, Lottery Burden: do you count Trevor Berbick's win over Muhammad Ali then? Because a win is a win, right? So Trevor Berbick, is he an all-time great fighter because he beat? Come on, bro. What are we doing? Come on, LB. You know better than that. Come on, man. Come on, man. Okay. It looks good on the resume. It does, but when you add context to it, it pretty much goes up in smoke. And he's not the only one, by the way. Okay, he's not the only one. But I mean, I just mentioned Trevor Berbick beat Muhammad Ali. Come on, man. Who's really taking that seriously? Rocky Marciano, not for nothing. I'm not holding the Joe Louis win as a big win. I'm not. I can't go there, bro. I can't. Joe Louis had to return because the IRS screwed him after he served his country and did everything they asked for him to turn around and just F him with the taxes, and he had to go back to boxing. He wasn't even boxing anymore, bro. And Rocky Marciano damn near killed him in the ring, bro. Come on, man. Yeah, but he ain't no great. Okay, I got you. I watched Paul versus Lara in Atlantic City. Lara was robbed horribly. So bad all three judges were suspended. Holy shit. And not for nothing, Jay Will. You remember Sergio Martinez? He got robbed in that first one as well versus Paul Williams. I'm not exactly. Come on. We know better. We know better. And listen, LB, not for nothing. I give him Caleb Plant and I give him Billy Joe Saunders, okay? I give him those two because them two were in their prime, okay? Not for nothing. The rest of them were either B-level fighters, Berlanga, John Ryder, Liam Smith, Callum Smith, James Kirkland, Abney Gilderim, Rocky Fielding, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., Alfredo El Perro Angulo, So you got a whole, mesh here of 98% of your resume is either over the hill legends or way too small or just not at your level. And you got a few here and there that were in their prime that you did beat without controversy, which I just gave you the names. And that's no small thing, okay? Billy Joe Saunders and Caleb Plant, bro, like they're not chopped liver, Nah, he probably C level, and I'm being courteous. I just said B just to say not at the level, Yeah, I misspoke there. Yeah, no, Berlanga, I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if he's C level. Don't get me started on that, Bo. So, let's see. Yeah, I'm being too generous, man. Something wrong with me. Talk about a dude that I never liked, bro. I never believed any hype. I never believed those 16 bullshit first round knockouts. Come on, bro. I'm not that easy. I know this game, okay? All them fighters, Lottery Burn Show says, all them fighters you just named are Canelo's records that's win regardless if they're A or B. Okay, but what about, so let me ask you something, Lottery Bird Show. What did you think about what Ryan Garcia said about Triple G, that he never fought anybody? Because look at your statement right there. All them fighters you just named are on Canelo's resume record as wins regardless if they're A or B levels or whatever level, right? Yeah, they are. But what about Triple G's? Triple G not making it to the Hall of Fame because they gave him a loss against Canelo, and then a draw, which he clearly won. Like we gotta do it all the way. Best biter, bro. Can you believe that, bro? Like there's so much stuff on you now. The biting shit, the motorcade after getting your ass whooped, the fight that you nearly got killed against Hamza Shiraz. I mean, there's the dancing on the ring. I mean, there's so much stuff on you now, Bomlanga. I mean, where do you even go from here? Actually, I wouldn't mind seeing Munguia. Berlanga Munguia could probably be a good fight at the end of the day because they're basically the same dude. They got no boxing skills whatsoever, but they got some punch. So that might be a good fight. Okay, I appreciate that, LB. Forget what I said about Canelo then. Yeah. Right, and I love it because you're not falling in the trap. And by the trap, I mean when people belittle a fighter, that means you're secretly belittling your fighter because that fighter propped your resume up. So, well done, LB. Well done. Berlanga had a parade for himself. Yeah. I've never seen anything like that in my life. Can you imagine, like, when Tito lost to B Hop, him having like a big ass parade in Puerto Rico? Can you imagine that shit? Or can you imagine when Wilfredo Gomez lost to Salvador Sanchez, him throwing a fucking parade like, bro, it don't even cross your mind to do that shit. Come on, man. What are we doing here? Like, listen, if you throw a few $1,000s my way and tell me to be there, I'll be there. But I don't rush with you. It wasn't even a. Which one? Oh yeah, the Berlanga. Come on, bro. He dropped him early. That's the thing. I think Canelo lost the killer instinct. Lottery Burden, hear me out here, and Jay will. I think Canelo lost his killer instinct. Like, for example, remember the how he did James Kirkland, how he did Amir Khan, how he did Avni Gildren. Like, that dude would have just steamrolled through Munguia and Berlanga because he dropped them, and then he dropped them and then just basically coasted through it. So that tells me that he probably, he has a family now. He has a lot of businesses, so he's probably not that dude anymore. He things are too good. He's got the silk pajamas, man, and good for him, bro. God bless him. I didn't KO parade. B-Ball took it, yes, sir. Exactly. I never saw a killer anymore. Not for nothing, B-Ball whooped his ass, bro. Canelo's face looked like a tomato after the B-Ball fight. It looked like a tomato. So, yeah, he tried to punch his arm, his bicep like he did Calvin Smith. Didn't work. Yeah, he did. Yeah, all three of them did, right? Floyd, Beeble, and Bud Crawford. Now, listen, ain't no shame in that, Lottery Burden, because as I tell you one thing, I tell you the other thing as well. It ain't no shame in losing to any of those three gentlemen because they're all undefeated except for Beeble, and Beeble's not undefeated because there's another dude by the name of Arthur Beterbiev. If Arthur Beterbiev doesn't exist, Beeble's still undefeated as we speak. So ain't no shame at all in losing to any of those three gentlemen. So I'm giving you both sides of the point here. You could say Floyd beat young Canelo, Bud beat old Canelo, but Beeble beat. Yes, I agree 1,000,000%, Jay Will. To me, the best version of Canelo in a loss was Beeble. I'm not taking anything away from Bud Crawford or Floyd Mayweather, but the best version of Canelo in a loss was the Beeble one, in my opinion. He was trying to take his bicep out of his arm, bro. Seriously. So, yeah. Dimitri Bivol was my favorite fighter, yeah. we'll see what happens now with the back surgery and what happened. But you think it's Bud? Okay, I mean, could be. It's definitely not Floyd. Floyd got him when he was a baby. But and listen, you got in the ring, bro. You make your bed, you sit on it. Bud Crawford, I mean, I'd say the thing is that Bud was smaller. You know, Bieber was obviously way bigger and way longer than Canelo. But Bud being smaller, at least in the division, if you stand them side by side, Bud doesn't look smaller than Canelo because Canelo's really small, guys. Canelo's built like a meatball. When Canelo stops working out, he's going to balloon like a huge meatball. And the same for Isaac Pitbull Cruz. And you can tell how the way their body's built, you know. But nevertheless, yeah, he's not bigger if you stand them right next to each other. But you know, Canelo's used to taking shots from 168 and even 175 people, but not really. You know, you can spar here and there, but you're not used to that. You know, so that's why I say he was smaller. You know, more than anything. Nobody can fuck with Floyd though. You think so? I mean, uh it's hard to argue with that, right? I think Bud Crawford beats Floyd Mayweather. I really think so. Am I sure of it? No. But let me ask you this, LB: is it Pretty Boy or is it Money? Which one? Is it Money or is it Pretty Boy? Because Pretty Boy, I'd be like, damn, I don't know. But Money, I think so. Bob Crawford is the truth, bro. I'm telling you. I mean, listen, we're comparing Lambos here. At the end of the day, there's no bad option here. I don't know. Both. I think Pretty Boy is Pretty Boy's a tough ass fight. I'm not gonna lie. And what division, by the way? What division? Because okay, in the smaller ones, when Floyd was Pretty Boy, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably have to give the nod to Floyd on that one. But the Money Floyd, the Maidana days, or the Coro days, I'm not so sure. I'm not. Let's not act like Sugar Shane Mosley didn't get one in there and scared you to death, and let's not act like Maidana knocked his tooth out of his mouth. I mean, it got dicey, and listen, it got dicey for Bud Crawford against Gamboa too. I'm not gonna pretend that it didn't. Okay, Tommy Hearns a terrible matchup for sure, for anybody, Tommy Hearns is built like a tarantula, bro, like long ass arms, long ass legs, small torso. It's the perfect body for a boxer. Tommy the Hitman Hearns. Come on, bro. One of the scariest dudes I've ever seen in the ring is that dude and Big George Foreman. I would take a knife to a gunfight before I get in the ring with Tommy Hearns or Big George Foreman. That's real talk. Welterweight or junior welterweight? I'm not gonna lie, it's Crawford. Junior welterweight, it's Floyd. Yeah, it's a tough ass fight, bro. Come on. Oh no, yeah, for sure. But I'm just saying, like, and listen, it got dicey for my boy against Gamboa as well. Okay, I don't do only one side of the coin. I do both sides of the coin. So yeah, you're gonna get hit. Yeah, you're gonna get hit no matter what. Everybody got hit. Ali got hit. Robinson got hit. Fucking whoever you want to mention got hit. You know. Um, Absolutely. Jay Will says Foreman. I think he said he had to knock out a lion for getting out of hand. Bro, Big George Foreman is one of the scariest dudes in the history of life. Like, you see that man, you're like, nah, I ain't want no problems, bro. I don't. Oh man. But who else can I think of that was scary like that? Tommy Hearns, George Foreman. I mean, Prime Deontay. Yeah, Prime Deontay. There's something to be said about him. Whatever people want to say about his footwork or or skills or lack thereof, right? But yeah, he was a pretty scary dude. I ain't gonna lie. Um, who else can I think of? Ooh, Julian the Hawk Jackson. Thank you, Larry Bird, for sure, for sure. Yes, sir. Um, Jackson. Trying to think. I would say either Ernie Shavers. I mean, obviously Mike Tyson goes without saying, right? I can't believe I even forgot about him, but there's several. Sonny Liston. Sonny Liston comes to mind as far as scary dudes go. Um, when you see that face up in, oh man, George Foreman versus Ron Lyle. Are you kidding me right now? One of the greatest fights in boxing history. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That face off was, bro, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Face off, unbelievable. And not for nothing, bro. Big George Foreman, he said in an interview that that's the hardest he ever been hit by anybody. You know, he openly said that Ron Lyle was the hardest he was ever hit by anybody. Oh, I forgot about Ike Biabuchi. Are you kidding me? For sure, man. That dude was scary as holy hell. LB. Oh, Jay Will says like yes, he can't take his. Damn near was successful at it, bro. He came within an eyelash of erasing George Foreman, not for nothing. Okay, he came so close. Ike Beabucci, bro. Come on, man. David Tua was another one. Yes. I would say yes. David Tua. I would say Ernie Shavers. I would say Sonny Liston for sure. Yep. David Tua. I think he was from South Africa or Hawaii. One of the two. Um, Ernie Shavers. I'm forgetting somebody. Um, God, what the heck is wrong? I'm forgetting a few. Would you guys say Nigel Benn was another one? Would you say Nigel Benn was a scary one? Riddick Bowe, man, Riddick Bowe was such an underachiever. LB, don't you think so? Like he was so talented, bro, and but he lacked the discipline, man, and he, you know, the famous when he threw the belt to the trash and everything, and man, Riddick Bowe was so talented, bro. Riddick Bowe was so talented. I think he was talented enough to be mentioned over with, the Evander Holyfields, the upper echelon of heavyweights. I think he had that talent, you know, for sure. But unfortunately, he was one of those underachievers. You know, he didn't have the discipline. Evander, the real deal, Holyfield, Gerald McClellan. Come on, bro. Come on now. Gerald McClellan. Yes. What a sad story, too, man. God, great fighter. Great fighter. Aaron Pryor was one of those great carriers to me. Aaron Pryor was another scary fighter, in my opinion. You know, just fighters that just looking at him just give you the shivers. You know, give you the shivers. And Terry Norris, bro. Come on now. Roy versus McClellan. Oh, I didn't know that. We're supposed to fight after he beat Nigel, but oh man, that would have been a hell of a fight. Oh, Terry Norris, come on now. Oh, what about Mike McCallum? What about Mike the Body Snatcher McCallum? You guys think he was scary? I think so. I think he was scary as holy hell. Not for nothing, you know. Um, what can I think about? Sonny Liston for sure. I gotta write his name, bro. Sonny Liston. Another one of the list of fighters that are mostly remembered by a loss. Sonny Liston. Um, Ken Norton. I can't really get there, bro. Can you believe that, bro? Yeah. We lost George Foreman, Mike McCallum, the body snatcher, Ricky the Hitman Haddon, and the Camden Buzzsaw, Dwight Muhammad Cowie this year. Not to mention Arturo Gotti Jr., not to mention, I'm forgetting a few of them, I know. Israel Vasquez, remember Israel Vasquez, that famous trilogy with Marquez's brother, Rafael Marquez. We lost quite a few of them, bro. I'm forgetting a few. I know this. Man, it sucks. The boxing community is taking a big, big hit, bro. Not for nothing. You don't think so? You don't think Mike McCallum wasn't that nice? I mean, the James Stoney fight was awesome, bro. To be honest with you. Okay, okay. He ain't your cup of tea, probably. That's fine. Um, oh, oh God, I'm sorry. Um, yeah, we lost a few more. Yeah, unfortunately. Yes. Um, yes. Oh, okay. You mean he was a bad dude? Okay, okay. I'm sorry. Okay, I misread that one. Okay, okay. We're in agreement then. That's awesome. Jay Will says Ken Norton, in my opinion, beat Ali. Yeah, I think so too. He beat Ali, and Larry Holmes. I'm not so sure, man. That was a hell of a fight. I'll give you that one. That was close. That was close. Larry Holmes is my second favorite heavyweight of all time, right behind George Foreman. Big George Foreman, my favorite heavyweight of all time, and right behind him is the Eastern Assassin, Larry Holmes. I bought his book. I'm gonna read it after I get through the hardware one. Ken struggled. Yeah, he did struggle with power punchers. Yeah, Foreman, Shavers, and Cooney. The Jerry Cooney KO was really nasty, and George Foreman as well. Yeah, yeah, that's spot on, Jay Will. That's spot on right there with that assessment. Um, And Canelo, not for nothing, LB, you're going to like this. Canelo on the flip side, if Canelo is the entire opposite, right? Canelo's never struggled with power punches, not even once. And he always struggled with boxers. Always. Win, lose, controversy or not. I'm talking about Caleb Plant. I'm talking about Floyd Mayweather. I'm talking about Dimitri Bivol, Erislandy Lara, all the way up to Bud Crawford and Dimitri Bivol. Always struggle with boxers. And that's fine, bro. You're gonna struggle with something, but it is worth noting though. Let's see. What do you guys think about Raymond Murataya versus Andy Cruz? What do you guys think about that fight? Give me who you guys got. Have I asked you this before? If I have, I'm sorry. They'll be laughing. Right, we're back. Um, okay, so we got a split judgment here. Jay Will says Andy Cruz is taking him to Cuban School of Boxing. I tend to agree, and LB says he got Raymond. Interesting. It is an interesting fight, isn't it? Like Raymond Murataya, I see him as a, for what I've seen, a front runner. He looks really good from the first 6, 7 rounds, maybe a little less than that, and then he, I think, shows uh, his gas tank deficiencies. And I don't see Andy Cruz getting tired. But listen, I could be wrong because Raymond in that first half of the fight, bro, can compete with anybody. So we shall see. It is an interesting fight, though, for sure. So, um, Anybody got a stoppage in that fight, or do you guys see decision? I see decision. Does anybody have a stoppage, or no? Um, and who? One of you two, I already asked about Pitbull versus Roach, but give me the sauce here. Pitbull. Let's do upcoming fight predictions first. Ooh, Raymond by stoppage late. I love it, LB. I love it, LB. I love it. Pitbull versus Roach. Listen, Pitbull is going to come in guns blazing, as always. He's going to have his moments here and there. But Lamont Roach is going to see those overhands coming, and he's going to be able to time it. That's how I see the fight going, you know. You think it's going to be a draw, LB? I love it, man. I love it. I love it. Ballsy claim, bro, and I love it. I got Roach by decision. Roach by UD. Jay Will says it's so crazy how Styles it is. How Styles work. Vernon beats Mosley. Mayorga beats Vernon Mosley. That's exactly right. And we can go on and on and on and on with this, bro. Like Tio beats Loma. Tio beats Loma. Cambosos beats Tio. Loma cleans Cambosos. It's like we can do this all night long, all night. The Frazier beats Ali the first time. Ali beats Foreman. Foreman decapitates Frazier. Um, the I mean, oh man, we can do the triangle all day, bro, all day. Um, man, a draw LB, man, I love it. Oh, man. All right. All right, fellas, I am going to call it. Anybody got anything else? Actually, give me a. Oh yeah. Lubin versus. Come on, LB. Are you? I mean, I like it. I like it. Don't get me wrong, but I don't see a way that Lubin gets a decision in this fight, LB. You know. Exactly. No way. No way. Yeah, the triangle never works. Listen, Tom, you might find a case here and there where it does work, but trust me, more often than not, you'll see the opposite. Lubin, I don't see a way that Lubin gets a decision, LB. I don't. Virgil is the money man. Virgil is the undefeated, the quote unquote undefeated one. You know, Virgil is the one that's got the fan base, the Mexican American and Mexican fan base. You know, the Virgil is the one that Golden Boys behind. You know, there's no way that Lubin is going to get a decision in this fight. You know, I think Lubin, in order to win, he's going to have to stop him, or it's going to have to be like a Maidana versus Broner type thing where he drops and you just can't deny him. You know, like a Vivo Canelo type, where you just no way you can deny him. You know. No, lottery. I want to see Virgil versus Boots. Me too, bro. That's the fight. I ain't gonna lie, Jay Will. You're not gonna like this, but I'm rooting for Lubin. I can't stand Virgil Ortiz, bro. You know why, bro? Because I don't think he's gonna get in the ring with Boots, bro. I don't think he's gonna. Oh, for sure, LB. Boots whoops everybody. I just think Sander might give him a fight in about a year, maybe a little more. But that's about it, bro. And maybe Bakram, but maybe. But I'm rooting for. I'll tell you why. Yes, really. First of all, I can't stand Virgil Ortiz. Number two, Virgil ain't never gonna get in the ring with Boots Ennis, bro. It's not gonna happen. And listen, not for nothing, Zurdo ain't never gonna get in the ring with Jaya Pitaya. It's not gonna happen. Turkey gotta give like break the piggy bank for that. Like the only way. Let me put it in the chat so I can make it clear. The only way that Oscar lets Virgil and Zurdo go into the slaughterhouse versus Boots and Jai is if Turkey gives so much money that there's no way to say no to it. That's the only way. Because listen, Oscar, you know, the clapback Thursday, the all that, yeah. But at the end of the day, Oscar knows this game, fellas. He knows that Virgil ain't got a snowball chances in hell to mess with Boots, and he knows that Zurdo ain't got a snowball chance in hell against Jai Opetaya. There it is in the chat. Xander, the only one who can hang with yes, sir. Preach, LB. But not even right now. I think in about a year. Xander's not there yet, you know, in my opinion. But listen, apparently he's fighting a boss, so let's fucking have him, bro. I hate that. Me too, bro. We can't get union. Yeah, and you know why, bro? The only reason is not because of Jai Opetaya, bro. What reason could it be Jai Opetaya for not getting into a fight with Zurdo or anybody else? Like, he's clearly the best cruiserweight in the world. It's not even close. And listen, Zurdo can fight, bro. Zurdo's performance against Chris Billum Smith was a thing of beauty. But his Dortico's performance he was out of shape. It was weird, bro. I was like, I hope this guy doesn't show up against Japetai, but he's going to get slaughtered, bro. It's going to be bad. Yeah, we rock with Sander like that, but we know he ain't there yet, you know. I've actually gotten into heated debates with people here in Puerto Rico because I keep telling him, you're riding him into the ground, bro. Don't give him boots. Don't give him background right now. Stay the hell away from those two right now. Get you a boss, get you a title defense, a voluntary, and then you should be polished. At the end of the day, we're gonna get the answer one way or another, you know. No, I feel you, Jay Will. If you're not really sold on him at the moment, that's fine. You know, he doesn't have a huge win on his resume. He's got a couple of good wins, but he doesn't have a huge win on his resume, so I can't blame you for that. That's a big Petaya versus Zurdo. Come on, LB. That's the fight. It just sucks that division is so underappreciated, you know. The most underappreciated division outside of the lower weights is the cruiserweights. It's not even close. If it wasn't for Usyk and Evander Holyfield, that division would damn near be in the toilet, bro. There's a few others that I'm missing. I'm sorry, but you get the point. Bakram, Fundora, Virgil are the three I want to see against Boots. Especially Bakram, J. Will. That's the one that I'm not sure about. I'm sure he beats the hell out of Fundora and Virgil. I'm not so sure about Bakram. Bakram is the dark horse of the division, fellas. I keep telling everybody, oh, he never looked as impressive as he did with Team Su. Yeah, he didn't get that shot either because Lubin ducked him. And Virgil ducked him, and everybody under the sun ducked that man. Josh Kelly, I mean, you name it. I hope Sander becomes a superstar. That's great for boxing, bro. You and me both. Come on. Zurdo looked, talk to him, Jay Will. Zurdo looked terrible against Dorticos. He looked terrible, bro. Out of shape. I mean, come on, man. For sure, bro. It looked like he was moving in wet concrete. Yeah, man, I'm telling you. Sayas is a machine. He stays busy. Yes. Yeah, he got the boxing. He just needs a little more craftiness and everything, you know. What makes you think that Virgil is so easy because of the Boachuk performance? That's part of it. That's a huge chunk of it. The Madrimov performance wasn't as great as people think it was. Madrimov was sick. Now, that's not his fault. I get it, but I thought that was a draw, bro. I thought Madrimov won damn near all of the first 6 rounds, and I thought Virgil pulled away at the end. But, whatever. It's a win. Whatever. But I'm not sold on Virgil, bro. He's calling out everybody and fighting nobody. He's doing the TO strategy, you know? He'll be laughing. Yeah, I don't like Virgil at all. Not even a little bit. Because here's what's funny, right? They give Boots hell for fighting Wisma Lima, as his first fight at 54, right? But Virgil fought Frederick Lawson, and then who did he fight? Did he fight Boychuk after that? No, he fought Thomas Delorme after that. So you don't miss me with that crap. Boots entering his prime right now. He's 28. This is the time for the big fights, not before. It's right now. He's entering his prime. So Boots is right on track, bro. I can't stand the Boots hate, bro. I'm telling you. And it's not because he's one of my favorite fighters. No, it's not because of that. It's because he's clearly, obviously the goods. It couldn't be more obvious, bro, that this guy is the real deal. He's the next face of boxing. Let's just act accordingly and appreciate him, bro. Seriously. Always got to find the fucking angle. And you don't have to like him, man. That's not a requirement. But, god damn. To be fair, Virgil was coming off that illness. Yeah, the rhabdomyolysis that he got for being a weight bully back at 47, you know. But yeah, I mean, he yeah, that's the cause of that. That I looked that shit up. Hang on a second. Rhabdomyolysis. Fucking rap. This freaking names, bro. Whatever. It's a rare muscle injury where your muscles break down. Okay, this is a life-threatening condition that can happen after an injury or excessive exercise without rest. Now, why would that be? Is it because you're draining yourself to make a weight that you shouldn't be making? That's one of my biggest issues with Virgil, J. Will. Virgil good, bro. He just took slow. He just too slow for Boots. Yeah, for sure. I'm 25 minutes from Philly, but I haven't seen Boots fight live. I'm disappointed in myself. Oh, you get the chance, J. Will. You get the chance. That's fine. I don't know if his next fight's gonna be in Philly, but one of them fights gonna be in Philly. You can bet that. You can bet. Okay, you're gonna get the chance, and you're gonna tell me all about it. Okay, well, yeah, Sander. Hopefully, he fights in Puerto Rico, bro. I'm attending that shit. Talking to my boss, I'm saying, listen, man, whatever you got to do, I'll double shift you on Friday if you want to, but I no way in hell I'm missing out on my boy. Low key, I'm probably not gonna be in there on Friday either because I'm gonna do the press conferences. I'm doing the whole thing, the whole shebang. So I'm just waiting for the date. For what I hear, it is about Barao. Okay, for what I hear. Actually, let me get into the news, the ring news, and all of that. Ring and boxing scene. Those are the two websites that I mostly check the news on and the rankings and all the rest of it. Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios are closing in a deal for a title fight. What do you think of that? I actually think that's a winnable fight for Ryan Garcia. I'm not going to lie. Jake Paul's return could shift to December as replacements explore. Who gives a shit? Lyndon Arthur beats Bradley Rhea by majority decision to take European 175 title. Well done, Lyndon Arthur, huh? Keeping himself in the picture, man. Good stuff. Jake Paul's company reviewing domestic violence allegations against Japan. Whatever. I don't go into that stuff. Ben Whitaker, okay. Is returning Anthony Joshua about to join Team Usyk, train in Spain? We'll see. That would be interesting. You know, he can train with his father there, Mr. Alexander Usyk. What else we got? Frustrated Ellie Scottney working towards undisputed shot in January or February. Okay, what does boxing scene have? Jay Will says, I actually thought he was going to fight Blair Cosworth. He was at 147. Yeah, me too, bro. Me too, Jay Will. You know, He was gonna fight Cody Crowley too. That fell apart. I think that's where the current fight stepped in. I can't remember. No, I can't remember. You got Barrios? Okay, interesting, LB. I got Ryan. Who you got, Jay Will? Who you got if Ryan Garcia and Jay Will? You got the tiebreaker here. LB got Barrios. I got Ryan Garcia. Who do you got in that fight? Jay Will says it's crazy. Arguably, Tank best win. Barrios just went to a draw with 46. Pacquiao. 4 years inactive. Senator Pacquiao. Senator. Let's call it like it is, Jay Will, shall we? Senator Pacquiao. Mr. President. He went to a draw with Mr. President. Well, almost Mr. President, Manny Pacquiao. Hey, tough one, huh, Jay Will? I just feel like Mario's never big. Nah, me neither. I'm not big on either. But I just think Barrios was never the same after Tank got through with him. Too inconsistent. Yeah, I mean, I think so too, LB. I think that's a logical fight for Ryan Garcia because, I mean, not for nothing, bro. You just got your ass whooped by Rolly Romero. How in God's name are you getting into a title fight right after getting your ass whooped? Like, that don't make no sense. And I know that Fundora, it happened to Fundora. He got his ass whooped by Brad Mendoza, but he was a late replacement. It wasn't like he was the idea. The idea was Tim Seal versus Keith Thurman. Thurman pulled out and Fundora stepped in. So it wasn't like he was but it happened to TJ Doheny. TJ Doheny had his ass whooped by Naoya Inoue and then went into a title shot against Nick Ball. So you've seen this before. And even Gary Antoine Russell, that was a split decision loss now, okay? But nevertheless, it was a loss. He lost to Alberto Puello, and then he got a title shot versus Rayo Valenzuela, and he beat him. So it does happen. I've seen this happen. I've seen fighters lose, and right after that get a title shot, right? Yeah, like it don't make no sense, but it has happened before, though. Exactly, Jay Will. That's the big thing. He needs to stay away from that left hook. His work rate might get it. Okay, I like it. So you got Barrios, but it's a big if, bro. You gotta stay away from that left hook, bro. Yeah, like it don't make no sense, LB, but I've seen it before, so I mean it's whatever. None of them bozos are ever gonna give Karen Chukatsian a title shot. You can be sure of that. Karen Chukatsian beats everybody except for maybe, and this is a big ass maybe, okay? Give me a second. Everybody not named Brian Norman Jr. I said it. That's to me the dark horse of 147 is Karen Chukatsian, and the dark horse of 140 is Sandor Martin. That's in my opinion. Ryan just got outboxed by Rolly. Yep, I was shocked too. Oh shit, you. So I'm not as pissed as you are, Jay. I'm not as pissed as you are. That's for sure. I bet $100 on Ryan by KO from round 4 to 7. He says Ryan has been boxing since I think 6 years old. Yeah, you'd think his right hand would be more developed by now. Yeah, but he's been more of an influencer that's been a boxer. Yeah, he's boxing. He had an amateur career. He went 3-3 against Devin Haney in the amateurs. That's known. But once since he got that following and the money came in, it wasn't the same. Because you can tell he's talented as hell. He's got really fast hands, bro. But the defense is not there, bro. He pulls back the same way he did against Luke Campbell. Remember when he got caught against Luke Campbell? Tell me that's not the exact same way he got caught against Rolly Romero. That was the exact same way. He pulled straight back with his chin up in the air like an idiot, and he put both his hands forward. Like, you might as well put a sign on your forehead that says "punch me." And he did the same thing as Luke Campbell. Now, that was a long time ago. You'd think adjustments would be made, but not so much. Rolly versus Cups. Who I got? Rolly. Rolly's a little better. I like Blair Cross. He can make it rain on the microphone, bro. He funny as hell, but the boxing skills are not there, in my opinion. What do you think, LB? I got Rolly. I think Rolly's much improved with Salas, not for nothing. He's on a career resurgence. I feel good for Rolly. I feel good for the kid. Jay Will says, I got Devin Haney beating Brian Norman Jr. by UD. I do have him too. I do have him too. Oh, you know I'm gonna be streaming that fight. I'm gonna be calling that fight, Jay Will. You know it. Ain't no way in hell I'm missing that. No way that I'm missing that one. That November card, bro, that's gonna be so fire. Oh my goodness. Devin's jab, yes. Lead right hand, yes. Footwork, yes. And IQ, yes. We'll get it done. Devin needs to watch out when he fights because we know, as you know, Jay Will, I can tell you've seen quite a few Devin Haney fights. When he stops and fight, which he always does in spurts, he gotta watch that Norman left hook, bro. He gotta watch himself. B Norm is nothing to play with, bro. To be honest with you, you got Norman. Oh, I love it. I love it, LB. LB might end up. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't be sure. And I want to say this to the both of you. It is a 50-50 fight to me. Just to be clear, right? It is a 50-50 fight to me. Who, me or LB? Me? Oh no, no. I'm picking Devin Haney, but it is a 50-50 fight though. Yeah, we'll see. LB might go in here and say, I had to say I told you so, but yeah, I told you so. Lottery, yeah, we'll see, brother. No, I mean, listen, I'm not the biggest Devin Haney fan whatsoever, but I think he's got the perfect style to beat Brian Norman Jr. I just think this is a perfect styles make fight. You got 60-40, close enough, LB. I can rock with that too, for sure. It's too many ifs, You got the first fight at 147 for Mr. Debo Devin. You got Brian Norman's never really faced footwork like this or a jab like this. So we'll see, man. I don't think Devin's ever faced power like this, too. So, man, you see how interesting it gets? Interesting. Interesting question here by Jay Will. Who do you think is the better trainer, Bill Haney or Norman Senior? Hey, I don't know. I think Bill Haney is a great promoter. Like he's a great matchmaker. I don't know if he's a great trainer. I don't know. I'm not saying no. I'm saying I don't know. It's hard for me to believe that this was all he's doing. Now, to be fair, he has taken Devin Haney through a lot of, he had him training with Floyd Senior. He had him training with, Sugar Shane Mosley now to this fight and everything. So, yeah, I know. We shall see a KO, LB. Jay Will says Norman Senior box Greg Hackett. Yeah, I know who Greg Hackett is. Yeah, I've seen his back and forth with Mama Holyfield, Greg Hackett. Content creator, yeah, GHBTV, I think is the name of his channel. I know who that is. Yeah, they had a little beef and they settled it and everything. I mean, it is a good question, isn't it, LB? As a trainer, I'll take Norman Senior. I would prefer to have Norman Senior in my corner. Now, if I'm gonna fight with somebody and I want somebody to promote that fight, send in Bill Haney, bro. Come on, man. He's funny when he wants to be. He's real entertaining when he wants to be. I just wish he stopped, talking about people's moms and shit like that. But he can be super entertaining. You remember when he called Richardson Hitchens? He called him Richardson Bitchinson. Bro, I nearly fell to the floor laughing when he said that shit. Let me see if I can find you the fucking There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. This son of a bitch. God damn. This guy's so entertaining, bro. Hold on. What the hell's going on here? Give me one. Shit. Hold on. I'm gonna show you guys this. This is too funny. Share screen. This is so funny. I'm telling you, Bill Haney's two sides of him, bro. You get the good or the bad. Ain't no in between here. You get the white, the black, no gray, bro. No gray zone whatsoever. Look at this.
I've been looking for you. Don't creep past me. There he is. There he is, Lil Richie Richardson.
Say that again, Bill.
There he is, Lil Richie Richardson. Don't creep.
Hello, Richard Richardson. Oh my God. I tell you, Bill Haney, bro. Oh God, bro. He said that shit. My head was hurting. Oh man. But yeah, I mean he can make it rain out there, bro. He can really make it rain out there. I mean, he might be a hell of a trainer. I don't know that he is, you know. I'm not gonna say yes or no. To me, right now, Brian Norman Sr. Probably takes the cake on that one. The real question you're asking is, who do you prefer to have in your corner, right? I think that's the question you're really asking, Jay Will, isn't it? Yeah, it's probably. I'm not sure, bro. It's a great question, man. You got my brain spinning. God damn. Right now, because I'm not gonna not give you an answer, right? Even if I'm not sure. So let me give you an answer. In my corner, I prefer Brian Norman Sr. right now. Now, after November 22nd, I might come back and just flip like a pancake and be like, no, give me Bill Haney, right? But one thing is for sure. To promote a fight, send in Bill Haney, bro. He'll create a beef out of thin air, bro, and make it a good one too. Yeah, I would say that, but I'm not sure, bro. Man, that's a hell of a good question. God damn. Jay Will says a lot of fans don't like fathers in boxing, but they are entertaining. You gotta say that. Tio Senior, Bill Haney, Norman Senior, Kid Austin, Dad, Angel Garcia, John Fury. It's entertaining as hell when he wants to be as well. Tyson Fury's father. I mean, I just think that. I mean, Tio Senior, yeah, he can be entertaining, but god damn. I mean, Mama Holyfield, yeah, but I mean, I'm not against that because you got Tito Trinidad's father, you got Sean Porter's father, Kenny. I mean, Sandor Martin's trained by his father. Usyk is trained. No, I'm sorry. Loma was trained by his father. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of them. There's a lot of them. Come on. Angel Garcia, I thought was entertaining as hell. Angel Garcia. But there's a lot of them. I just can't remember for the life of me right now. But there's a bunch of them. Sandor Martin's trained by his father as well. Well, Robert Garcia wasn't Mikey Garcia's father, right? He was like his uncle or brother or something like that, or big brother. Yeah, that doesn't really fit the bill. Joe Frazier, you know, his son Marvis Frazier. Tommy Hearns trained his son for a while. Didn't pan out, but you know, whatever. Um, yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. I just can't. Who else can I think about here? Abdullah, isn't Abdullah Mason trained by his father? Jay Will or LB or anybody? Isn't Abdullah Mason trained by his father as well? Jaleel Hackett is trained by his father. There's another one, Bernard Hackett, right? Ruben. Ruben. Oh, Floyd Senior. Come on, I know Roger trained him for a while, also, but Floyd Senior as well. Ruben, bro, it was hilarious. Hey, did you ever see the Ruben Guerrero versus Floyd Sr. exchange? Not at that press conference. They were sitting. Let me show you this, because this is pure gold, bro. Floyd Mayweather Sr. versus Ruben Guerrero, bro. This is the best thing I've ever seen, bro. It's real. Watch this, fella. Yeah, Abdullah too, right? Thank you, LB. Yeah, Abdullah as well. I mean, there's a bunch of them. Jalil Hackett, his father, Bernard Hackett. I met them both when they fought Jose Cheito Roman here on the undercard of Hitchens versus Paro. That happened here in Puerto Rico. Mosley, I forgot about, Shane Mosley Jr. Yeah, Sugar Shane Mosley for sure. Yeah, there's another one. Let me show you the exchange between Floyd Mayweather Sr. and Ruben Guerrero. I forgot about Ruben Guerrero. There's another one. Watch this. This is too cool for school.
Right here. I think that at this point right here, I think that have made more champs than anybody. And I think I done trained more contenders than anybody.
But you still didn't beat my son because he ran. He didn't fight.
Man, forget your son. Your son got his ass whooped. It's over, man.
Whip him, he ran. Man, dude, what are you talking about? And you're gonna run too, man.
Hey, look, man, I just wish y'all get this thing together. Man, we trying to do a show, man. I'm gonna whoop your ass before the show is over, man.
You can't do it, brother. You're gonna run like a chicken, like the way your son ran, bro. I'm gonna run after your ass and catch you.
Hey, man.
I'm gonna catch you, dude. You run like a chicken, bro.
I'm telling you.
You and your son, bro. You guys have none. You don't have none, bro.
Look, man.
I fight everybody, somebody else toe-to-toe, but not my son.
Ruben. You keep on right now. Keep talking. Keep talking. Look, I'm telling you.
Back to the seat. Back to the seat.
Shut the down. You better shut the up.
Shut me up.
Oh, man.
No, never. Shut me up.
At this point,
Bro, is that pure gold or not? Come on. I tell you, bro. You don't remember this? Oh, man. They were sitting down with Joel Judah. There's another one. Zab Judah's father, Joel Judah. Remember that guy? It's Zab Judah's father, Joel Judah. There's another dad. They were sitting all three together doing a show. I don't remember what it was about, but yeah, I remember that shit. I still go back and watch some of those press conferences. I saw, Paulie Malignaggi versus Adrian Broner. Come on. When he said at the post fight that I left with his belt and his girl, I said, oh, shit. You say that shit to me, bro. You better have somebody around you because I'm coming to get you. You remember LB? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You remember that one? Zab versus Angel Garcia? They got heated as holy hell, bro. Oh, man. Good times, bro. Good times. There's a lot of them. I just remember Zab Judah's father as well. And freaking, man, I know there's a lot of them. I know it. But I can't remember right now. God damn. Let me think. I remember one, Shingo Inoue, Naoya Inoue's father. Yep, Shingo Inoue is another one. He's got like 3 or 4 world champions, okay? There's quite a few of them, fellas, I'm telling you. Fundora. Isn't Fundora trained by his father? Freddy Fundora? Give me a second. Who isn't Sebastian Fundora trained by his dad? And Gabby, his sister? Yeah, his father, Freddy Fundora. There it is, Freddy Fundora. There's another one. Freddy, not Kruger, Fundora. Oh my goodness, yes, Enzo Calzaghe. Are you kidding me? I mean, man, he was a great, but I think the best father-son duo was Tito and Tito Senior. You know, but the problem with them with Mayweather is I think Roger trained him a little longer than Senior did, or is that right or no? Because Roger trained him for a long time, right? I mean, listen, Floyd Senior I think is one of the greatest trainers of all time. How did I forget about Joe Calzaghe? Are you kidding me? And Enzo Calzaghe, God bless him. I saw the full interview with Andre Ward. If you haven't seen that one, fellas, catch that one. Andre Ward went to Wales. I'm not the biggest Andre Ward fan, but I respect the hell out of him. What an example. Yeah, Jay Will, right? Roger trained him a little longer than Floyd Senior did. You got to remember they had that whole thing where they didn't speak for a long time, and Floyd Senior went and trained Oscar and Ricky Hatton. They had that fallout at the gym. You remember that one? Papachenko, yeah, Papachenko, exactly. That's another one. Yeah, Kasai was a slick fighter. Yes, he was. He retired undefeated for sure. 46-0, 32 KOs, buddy. Yes, sir. Um, One of my favorite fighters of all times. Loma as well. I mean, a bunch of them, bro. Bunch of them. Hackler, Sergio, I mean, Tyson, Foreman, Holmes, Marciano, Gintani, Joe Louis. I mean, you name it. I always liked Floyd Patterson personally. Um, but Crawford, Usyk. I'm a Junto guy. I mean, no, how can you hate on Naoya anyway, right? But I prefer Junto Nakatani a little bit, to be honest with you. Call me crazy if you want to, but I'm a Junto guy. Triple G's another one of my favorites of all time as well. Uh, I always like Glenn Johnson, bro, the Road Warrior. I think he was criminally underrated. Um, Salvador Sanchez, Alexis Arguello. Oh shit, man, that's a fantasy matchup of fantasy matchups. Prime for prime. Shit, that's a hard. That's a hard one, bro. I want to say Loma, but I'm not sure, man. I'm not. Because Prime Manny Pacquiao is the quickest hands you'll ever see. I mean, uh, I'm gonna say Loma just because Loma is one of my favorite fighters. But I ain't gonna lie, there's no way in hell I'm betting on that one. No way in hell I'm betting on that one. I hope it happens. A part of me hopes that it happens, but I don't see how. Because what weight are they gonna? Loma never fought higher than 135, and Manny's fighting at 147. So I mean, what are we doing here? Are we doing 140s? Manny, almost 50 years old, gonna go up all the way down to 140. Is Loma gonna go to 140? But listen, let's have some fun here. It's a fantasy matchup anyway, so footwork edge goes to Loma. Hand speed edge goes to Manny. The power edge goes slightly to Manny. Well, maybe not slightly. Um, Defense goes to Loma. Inu versus Loma. Holy shit, man! You guys are trying to give me an aneurysm here. You got my brain spinning all the way. Jay Will says, I'm not saying I'm some boxing expert. This is just my opinion. I got a lot of channels. I go to a lot of channels, and you really know boxing. I appreciate it. You have a great IQ, mix of history and present day boxing. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, my brother. Anytime. Yeah, I try to focus on other things. There's a lot of, I ain't gonna lie. I go to a bunch of boxing channels as well, but a lot of them will just be cloud chasing, bro, and just going back and forth incessantly. I don't mind going back and forth. God knows I don't mind it. But it's got to serve a purpose here. We got to have a discussion here. It cannot be, oh, you're whatever because you follow this fighter. Oh, you're this guy because you don't like this fighter. turns into stupid ass conversation. I mean, I walked out of panels and never returned countless times because of that shit. So, and again, I don't mind it. I don't mind it, even getting heated. We can get heated. We can remain friends. I'm a grown ass man, bro. But it can't be a circular conversation. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it has to serve a purpose for sure. Definitely appreciate you, bro. Inu versus Loma at 126. Holy shit, man. I don't know. All right, let me think. Footwork goes to Loma. Power goes to Inoue. Defense goes to Loma slightly. Maybe not slightly. Offense goes to slightly, I would say, I'm not sure. Oh, shit. I'm not sure about the offense or the defense, but the footwork goes to Loma and the power goes to Inoue. That's for damn sure. Defense and offense, we can have a back and forth there. Dang. Yeah, I low-key think so. Like Prime Loma looks straight out of the video game, bro. Prime Loma didn't even look human. You got Manny over Loma. I ain't mad at that. I got Loma, but I ain't definitely not mad at that. But versus anyway, shit, man. Yeah, I want to say that I agree with you, LB, but I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not betting on that one either. I would root for Loma. It's very hard for me to root against Loma, to be honest with you. It has to be 126. Who can I match him with that I wouldn't necessarily favor him? 126. Salvador Sanchez. Like Salvador Sanchez versus Loma, I would pick Salvador Sanchez. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. But other than that, bro, and maybe you can come up with somebody else, but yeah, I wouldn't favor Loma over South Sanchez. No way, just no way. Both of you, okay? Yeah, Prime Man, he broke out. He will throw a 10-punch combination in your face before you even know what happened. I still got Loma. I still got Loma. Fuck it. Man. I've been Manny was one of my heroes, says Jay Will, so I'm biased. He was a champion in 4 different decades for sure. In the 90s, he was doing this, and he arguably just beat Barrios. Yes, sir. I low-key thought he won the fight, but I kind of thought it was going to be a draw. Because I was like, you can't put him as a champion. Who's he going to do? No way he's going to fight Brian Norman. No, one of these young guns is going to get you, bro. So, yeah, the only fight that made actual sense for me, and I've said this from the longest, is the Floyd Mayweather rematch. That's the only thing that remotely makes sense. Manny went against Mexican 3, yeah, Morales, Barrera, Marquez, Legend. Yeah, fought them. He fought Marquez 4 times. He fought Morales and Barrera 3 times each, right? So that's 10 fights altogether. Can you believe that, bro? Can you believe that? 10 fights between all 4 of those. And then Barrera and Marquez fought 1 time, and Barrera and Morales fought 3 times. So they fought each other 14 times, fellas. Can you believe that? 4 dudes fighting each other 14 times? Where not even the 4 kings did that. Well, actually, hold on. Let me pump the brakes here. Maybe they did. Because, okay. Hearns and Leonard had a trilogy, right? And Duran and Leonard had another trilogy. That's 6 fights. Hearns Hagler 1 time, 7. Duran Hagler 1 time, 8. Hearns Duran 1 time, 9. So they fought each other at least 10 times, right? Okay. Pacquiao and Morales fought 3 times. Pacquiao and Marcus 4 times. Morales Marcus never fought. There's information missing here. And Barrera. Where do we put Barrera at here? Oh, no. Pacquiao and Barrera were 2 fights. Okay. Pacquiao and Morales 3 fights. Pacquiao Marcus 4 and Morales Barrera 3 fights. Plus the 1 time that Barrera and Marcus fought each other. So that's 4 times 3 times 3. That's 10 plus 2 plus 1, 30. They fought each other 13 times, fellas. Pacquiao, Barrera, and they fought each other 13 times, and 1 fight never happened, which was Morales and Marcus. Can you believe that shit, guys? 4 dudes fought 13 times. This gotta be on the chat. Fought each other 13 times, and 1 fight never happened. Morales Marquez. Are you kidding me right now? That's got to be a record, guys. 13 times, and 1 of the fight never happened. Does Floyd probably beat any Manny? Yeah, I believe that too. I think Floyd beats Manny any day, any time. I say most likely. However, Pacman's career is more legendary. Yeah, he has more fights, more belts, more. Yeah, I mean it is a hot take, but it is reality. You know, like, yep, they were supposed to fight, but I don't remember. I'll tell you what happened. Well, Marquez said that Morales' promoter told him, I can't remember his name right now, bro. God damn, but Marquez said on an interview that Morales' promoter said that he kept him away from him. You know? He kept Morales' promoter kept Morales away from Marquez. That's what he said, you know? That's what happened in that fight. And I can see why. Like, Marquez, not for nothing, is the perfect style to beat Morales. Floyd beats anyone. I mean, for sure. I mean, that's not that's not far fetched. I can rock with that. Yeah, he can beat anyone. Yeah, I think so. Especially the lower weights. The Pretty Boy Floyd. Oh my God, bro. If you want to say money too, for sure. Yeah, have at it. I would have loved to see Floyd versus Sergio, though. That shit never happened. A lot of people say Triple G. Nah, Triple G's too big, bro. No, don't fuck with that. But Sergio would have been an amazing fight, in my opinion. Leonard's better. I mean, sure. Sure, you can say that. I mean, we're comparing Lambos here. Castillo got him. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, it's funny because controversy never escapes you, right? For example, let me just go over the five most notable boxers that retired undefeated, right? I'm gonna put them on the chat. That's Floyd Mayweather Jr., Rocky Marciano, Joe Calzaghe, Andre Ward, and Ricardo El Finito Lopez, right? Those are the 5 most notorious fighters that retired undefeated. I can tell you right now, each controversial fight for them. Now, in some cases, there's more than one. Okay, but I'll get through them. Mayweather is Castillo. Maidana 1. And Cotto. This is just me, okay? Marciano specifically is Roland Lastarza 1, which ended in a draw. Okay. Joe Calzaghe is 2 of them at least. Is Mikael Kessler, Robin Reed, punk ass, should have been disqualified in round 1, and B-Hop. That was a split decision. Andre Ward is Kovalev 1. And, well, the second one as well, but the first one especially. And Ricardo Lopez is Rosendo Alvarez. The first fight was a draw, and the second fight was a split decision. Rosendo Alvarez from Nicaragua. Okay? I just gave you all the controversial. I mean, Marciano got more than once than that one. And Ricardo Lopez got more than one. Andrew Ward got more than one as well. I just can't think of the top of my head. So I'm just tough. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate you. Even so the point here is, even if you retired undefeated, you're not devoid of controversy. You're not. But here's my thing to you, J. Will and LB. Let's say that they gave that first fight to I appreciate it, bro. By all means. Yeah, I appreciate that. Here's my thing with people, and I always tell them this. Let's say that indeed they gave Castillo that first fight. Okay, would you look at Floyd any differently? I wouldn't. He's still the creme de la creme. He's still top notch. He's still all of that. So the point that I'm trying to make to you is a loss ain't that big of a deal. You know this already. I mean, come on, you know this already. But I'm just driving the point home. You know, he's laughing. The loss don't really mean that much, because you think if Joe Calzaghe would have gotten a loss in one of those fights, I'd be like, oh no, he trashed. Nah, bro, you're still one of my favorites of all time, and the same for Rocky Marciano, and the same for whoever. You should still rock with your fight. I'm a ride or die type dude, man. I just am, you know. I am a ride or die type dude. I'm from Puerto Rico. We don't have one legend that retired undefeated. We don't have one. Okay, none of these dudes that I just mentioned is Puerto Rican. We have a Mexican, we have a UK guy, we have 3 Americans. Well, one Italian American and 2 Americans, rather, if you want. Okay, exactly. All my favorites too, bro. Tito lost, Cotto lost, Wilfredo Gomez lost, Calderon lost, Camacho lost, Carlos Ortiz lost, Benitez lost. You name it, bro. Come on. Fucking Chavez lost, Ali lost, Robinson lost, Leonard lost, Roy Jones lost, James Toney lost, Pernell Whitaker lost, you name it, bro. You name it, bro. And even if they didn't lose, let's say it's Usyk or Bud Crawford or, you know, Naoya Inoue or whoever, that's fine, bro. That's fine. Like I don't, come on, man. Enough of this, you know, enough of this. And I'll say this: it's worth noting that you retired undefeated, but nah, come on, man. If I rush with you, it's not because you retired undefeated; it's because, you know, other reasons, you know. So, yeah, every single one of those fights that I just named you for each fighter that retired undefeated was a controversy, for one reason or another. Trust me on that. And I'm forgetting a lot of those, okay? I'm forgetting a lot of those. There's definitely more in each of them, especially Marciano and Andrew Ward and Ricardo Lopez. Because I gave you 3 for Calzaghe and 3 for Mayweather. But Marciano got more, Andrew Ward got more, and Ricardo Lopez got more, okay? But listen, they are who they are, bro. They're at the end of the day, they're still all-time great fighters. It doesn't matter, 1 loss, 2 loss, whatever loss. You're still an all-time great fighter. I've seen enough of this gentleman in the ring to be convinced that they're all-time great fighters. All 5 of them. Who gives a crap if they lost here and there? I mean, okay, you lost. It's not like it's nothing, but it's not the end of the world either. God damn it, bro. This is boxing. Somebody gotta lose, bro. Damn. Ah, I'm sorry. I'm going into a tangent. Oh man. Yeah, if I'm not a dude in the fucking panel, he was calling some fighter a bum, right? And I wasn't having the best of days, and I was like, listen, bro, let me tell you something. That bomb will will beat your candy ass in like 20 seconds. Remember that. It came out, bro. It came out, bro. Sometimes the demon comes out, bro. Excuse me for saying that, but god damn, like people will get under your skin sometimes. Yeah, he definitely did. He had pointed them, but what I'm saying is that even if you retire undefeated, which is you know no blemish career or perfect career, however you want to call it, still you still have controversy attached to you. You can't escape that shit, bro. Like you know when Antonio J. Will says when Antonio Tarver KO Roy Jones, I was 14 and I packed my holy shit. He says okay, J. Will says when Antonio Tarver KO Roy Jones. I That was the second fight. Yeah, so when he said, "You got any excuses tonight, Roy?" on the face of when Antonio Tarver KO Roy Jones, I was 14 and I packed my bags to find Tarver. I was going to KO him in memory of Roy because I was like he he did. I was that devastated. Bro, I felt the same way when Bernard Hopkins beat Tito. You have no idea how angry I was when Bernard Hopkins beat Tito Trinidad, bro. You have no idea. Lottery laughing. I'm telling you, bro. When B Hop beat Trinidad, that was one of the worst days of my life, man. Oh my goodness. I've never said so many curse words in my life in the span of like a 15 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever, like a span of time. I think I broke the record for expletives, you know. The Guinness wasn't, I don't know if Guinness records was around then, but they missed the boat there. But yeah, we've all been there, Jay Will, one way or another. I mean, not to mention when the Margarito shit came out about Cotto. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like, yeah, Antonio. I'm not gonna lie, Antonio Margarito's probably the dude that I hate the most in boxing, outside of Ricardo Mayorga. Um, yeah, that was yeah. Uh, Also, when you remember that sucker that sucker punched that other dude and gave him a broken jaw after the fight. I think his name was James Butler or something. He Tim Layton. Hey Tim, drop your link. I want to see the. You said you had Sabu material and Terry Funk. I was looking at. I got the. How you doing, brother? God bless. Welcome. By the way, I'm sorry. Where are my manners? Um, Welcome, brother. Bless. Can you drop the link to your channel, Tim Late Sabu? There's Jay Will. Oh boy. Do you let me see if I can click on your. Oh, okay, go to channel. There it is. There it is. Ooh, rest in peace, Sabu. There it is. I found it. I found it. LB. I mean Tim Layton. Let me activate the notifications. Tim Layton, yes, I found it now. I appreciate it, brother. God bless you too, my guy. LB, haven't heard that name, Sabu. Oh, we lost him too. You guys know, yeah, we lost him too. Yeah, we lost Sabu, man, this year. That sucks, man. That was really bad. Yeah, I didn't like that one. Yeah, that was bad, man. That was sad news. And we lost Terry Funk too. We lost Terry Funk on the same day that Bray Wyatt. Man, that sucks. Um, so Tim Layton, if you're still there, we were doing fantasy matchups. We did Pacquiao versus Loma, and we did Naoya Inoue versus Loma at 126. What you got about that, bro? What you have to say about those? Yes, super sad, bro. Come on, you know, you got a new outlook at life when people. I can say this from personal experience, right? You get a new outlook in life when people that you grew up watching and loving start passing away, bro. Like that's the real bummer, you know. You like that, bro? They had my head spinning, bro. Thank God I got some help here with you because they were asking me some good. Oh, and another great question was like, who do you think is a better trainer, Bill Haney or Norman Senior? Oh shit! You see, Jay Will always stumping me. Now I gotta think. Usyk versus Evander, the real deal, Holyfield. Either meaning cruiserweight or heavyweight. God dang, man, Jay Will with the dagger questions. Um, Holyfield, both of those, LB, heavyweight and cruiserweight. You think? I mean, I'm not mad at that. They're the two best at cruiserweight for sure. Um, yeah, I don't think you can deny that. Dwight Muhammad Cowie was pretty good, and Virgil Hill, and Michael Spinks, and a few others, but yeah, they separated themselves. It's very hard for me to pick against Usyk, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But Evander, the real deal, Holyfield. I'll tell you this. I think Usyk gets him at cruiserweight, but I think Evander gets him at heavyweight. How about that? How about that? Because I think at cruiserweight, Usyk was just impossible. But at heavyweight, I think Evander's a little better. I'm gonna say Usyk at cruiser. What I'm really saying is I'm showing both guys love because I love me some Holyfield and I love me some Usyk. So I'm like spreading the love here. Virgil Hill. I don't know. Let's check. Let's check on that one. 10 most title. Ooh, hold on. Let's see. Let us see. How many title defenses? Holy shit. Virgil Hill had 20 world title defenses during his career. Specifically with the WBA light heavyweight title, he successfully defended the title 10 times during his first reign as champion and another 10 times during his second reign. Now, his first reign was he successfully defended the WBA light heavyweight title 10 times between 87 and 1991, okay? 1987, that's 1 year after I was born, and 1991, I was 4 years old. 5 years old by then. Second reign, he made another 10 successful defenses between 1992 and 1997, which also included unifying the title with the IBF light heavyweight belt. Man, who had the most? Okay, you know what? And where does he rank among title? You might be right, Jay Will. Don't sell yourself short. Let's see. Historical significance. When he made his 15th defense in 1993, he became the most successful light heavyweight champion in boxing history at that point, a record that has since been surpassed in other weight classes. But where does he rank all time among title defenses? That's the question. He set a record for the number. Yeah, but I know. Okay, you know what? I'm asking the question wrong. Give me 1 second. That's the problem. Where does Virgil Hill? Give me 1 second. Okay, I'll be right back to the chat. Rank all time among title defenses. The better all-time numbers, but not near the very top. Okay. Man, I don't see the all-time. Okay, I'll get back to you on that one, Jay Will. But oh yeah, and a couple of more in cruiserweight. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing right now. Exactly. Yep. Um, I'll get back to you as far as like all-time. Man, Usyk don't know enough combinations to be, don't throw enough combinations to be the real deal. I mean, I cannot argue with that. LB, I cannot argue with that. I mean, Evander Holyfield was a dog, bro. I mean, golly, my goodness. And you know another one, another one that I got from Cass, my brother Cass Sports, the Buckstorian. Love that man. Here's one that I have from him that really got my head spinning, bro. And I'm gonna put it on the chat. And that is Rocky Marciano versus Arthur Beterbiev. Fellas, let's hear it. Let me flip the tables on you, huh? Let me get your brain spinning now, huh? Holy J. Will says Holyfield said Prime Bull was the best he fought, but yeah, no kidding, right? Foreman hit him the hardest. Yeah, no kidding. And listen, not for nothing. Thank God he got that Foreman, right? Great matchup, yes, sir. I mean, two bulls, bro, two silverback gorillas going at it. Two lions, two hippos, two fucking apex predators, two Nile crocodiles going at it. You know, I'll tell you this: if Rocky Marciano versus Arthur Beterbiev goes to decision, I gotta change my name. If they if this fight goes to decision, I'm changing my name. Okay, it's, it's not possible. Not possible. LB says, "Oh man, that would be a slugfest." Bro, I'm telling you. Jay Will says Holyfield said he went back to corner as his trainer. Yes, I remember that. He still had teeth after getting nailed by straight down the middle. Yeah, that was right at the end of the round too. Like I think that was the one when Foreman hit him and made him bounce the other way around just because of his. Yeah, you going with Rocky J. Will? Damn, me too. Me too. Just, I mean, I don't. God, Rocky Marciano, the Rock of his times, otherwise known as the Brockton Blockbuster, and one of the greatest gentlemen the game has ever seen. He actually apologized to Joe Louis after that slaughter. He didn't want to fight Joe Louis, man. But listen, he was glad that he did because he knew how badly Joe needed the money. You know, but Rocky Marciano, bro. And let me tell you, you want validation on Rocky Marciano because I seen people trying to diminish his resume. More volume, okay. I got you, Jay Will. I'm with you. It's very hard for me to root against Rocky Marciano. He's Italian. I'm Italian lineage. You know, like he's such a one of the greatest human beings ever in boxing. Let me show you what Muhammad Ali says about Rocky Marciano. You have to see this one. for sure, right? Oh no, that's not it. That's not it. Exactly. Bro, those punches, Jesus Christ, bro. Scary ass motherfucker. Um, let me show this to you guys. Actually, that's I got a better one. This is freaking. Let me do shorts. Yeah, that's it. The shorts. Yes, this is the one. I found it. Share screen. Look at this, fellas. Entire screen, audio. Yes, yes, that's what I'm about to show you, Jay Will. Yes. You gotta spoil it for me. Pay attention. If you haven't seen this, this is a thing of beauty right here. And they had a great relationship, by the way.
If you could pick any heavyweight champion in history, who do you think would have given you the toughest fight of them?
The toughest fight would be the man who's the hardest to knock out, whether he's got a style. And a fella who had no style, just a bull, Rocky Marciano.
That left hook, bro. Oh, that was the famous. He called that the Susie Q. This shot, I'm not kidding. This shot right here, the right hand, he called it the Susie Q. Wow, bro. One of the most iconic images. And Jersey, this is Jersey Joe Walker. Jersey Joe Walker was winning this fight. This was the first fight until this happened. And this happened in the last round, bro. And he had dropped Rocky Marciano. Just, man. What a man. What a fighter. Golly. No. I'm fucking with him. Nah, no problem, bro. Just fucking with you. He said him was a better Frazier, I think. I mean, I can see that he was stronger. I mean, Frazier was. Listen, Smoking Joe Frazier was an unbelievable fighter, but his physical limitations. I see Joe Frazier kind of like I see a Dwight Muhammad Kawi, because his physical limitations made him fight, the way that he fought, with the peekaboo, with the up and down, with the hooks, with the, because he was smaller and less reach than his opponents, but he mastered that style in a way that he could compete and sometimes even beat one of these guys, So I definitely give major props to Smoking Joe Frazier because he really didn't have any physical advantage worth to speak of. He didn't have long legs, he didn't have long arms, he didn't have a small torso. He pretty much had to use what he had, and he utilized a lot of head movement and a lot of great left hooks. He has a legendary left hook, not for nothing. Yeah, but that's a big if. Jay Will. Because of the if is the key. That's a big if. Put it on the chat. Trust me. It is, isn't it? I mean, forget about round 4. Try getting past round 1 or 2 against Prime Mike Tyson. Forget about round 4. Round 4, it's a distant memory right now. Focus on passing round 1 and 2, and then we can talk, okay? Prime Mike Tyson, bro. It's a silverback gorilla mixed with a Nile River crocodile. I mean, you name it, bro. Good God Almighty. You look at that thing and you're like, holy shit, is that even human, bro? Like, nah, nobody beats Prime Mike Tyson, bro. Nobody on this planet beats Prime Mike Tyson. I've seen people shockingly diminish Mike Tyson's resume. I'm like, Jesus Christ, people. You guys don't have no self respect. Nah, I'm kidding. But I mean, it's like blasphemy, bro. Seriously, it's like blasphemy. But whatever. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Um, just everything, bro. How he cut off the ring, his defense was so underrated. I mean, he's the left hook from hell. Everything, bro. Everything. No way. Especially when the old man was still alive, you know. By the old man, you know what I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about Cruz Diamato. Once he lost that man, it was never the same, bro. Um, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Um, that's perfectly fine. Who's your guy at heavyweight? Who's your guy? I told you my favorite. My favorite heavyweight of all time is Big George Foreman. The second one is Larry Holmes. Who's your man's at heavyweight? Is it Ali? Is it Joe Louis? Is it Dempsey? Is it Liston? Is it um, Evander, the real deal Holyfield? That's not a bad pick either. Is it Lennox Lewis? Is it Vitali? Is it Vladimir? Is it Tyson? You know, who is it? I think Holy always bullies the bull. I mean, Holyfield, I thought he was one of those guys that used dirty tactics to his advantage, kind of like a Bernard Hopkins, Andre Ward type thing. He was an amazing fighter, though. Foreman too. Okay, awesome, awesome. But all in all, bro, Holyfield, he is the real deal. What a fitting nickname. Yeah, mine too, bro. Mine too. And the thing with Rocky Marciano, he wasn't really a heavyweight, was he? Like by today's standards, he'd be a cruiserweight, damn near 175. But yeah, let's say cruiserweight. Same for Jack Dempsey, the same for Jack Johnson, the same for Floyd Patterson. Yeah, quite a few heavyweights back in the day where there were no cruiserweight. You know, there weren't 10 plus divisions in boxing back in the day. You know, we got to remember that as well. So yeah, yeah. He's underrated, and I always thought, not for nothing, bro. I always thought Vitali was 10 times better than Vladimir. You know, I always thought that. You know, but not only because he was his brother. When was the last time you well, outside of Bevo and Beterbiev, right? When was the last time you saw Eastern Europeans fighting each other? Like Loma wouldn't fight Dennis Berenchik. Yeah, usually they don't fight each other, and Cubans are the same way. Cubans, when's the last time you've seen Cubans fighting each other? Joenly Feliciano is not going to fight Eris Lara. Osleis Iglesias is not going to fight William Skull. What's the name of the Lenier Perot is not going to fight Luis Ortiz. Yeah, they don't fight each other. I mean, that's fine. Vitali only lost by cut against Lennox Lewis. Yeah, and shoulder injury. I forgot against who that was. Yeah. Vitali's one of the more skilled heavyweights I've ever seen, bro. Low key. Vlad lost, and he calling Vitali. Yeah, that was Corey Sanders. I know who you're talking about. Corey Sanders, bro. Oh, and Lamont Brewster too, right? Yes, sir. Corey Sanders and probably Lamont Brewster as well. Yeah, he always called on Vitali to clean up his mess, huh? What's up with that, Vladimir? What's up with that? Actually, let me put the hurricane saying, what's up with that? What's up with that? Did he say it there? No, he didn't say it there. God damn it. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Wait for it. God damn. No, that's not it. God damn. Where is it at, man? I love it when he said, "What's up with that? What's the deal, man? It's not there." The Rock and there it is. Hold on, hold on. There it is, bro. There it is. Let me tell you something. Yeah. Like, what's up with that, Vladimir? This is what I'm telling you, Vladimir. Let me show you real quick, okay? This is educational purposes only, okay? Don't be a stinker, WWE, please. Watch this, Jay Will.
And yet this week, you got Eric Bischoff and his criminal committee doing all your dastardly work. What's up with that? What's up with that?
That's my question to you, Vladimir. What's up with that? Oh man, two of them. Oh yeah, Vitaly would for sure. Come on, man. But in history, Vlad, yeah, will be more remembered, man. What's up with that? The Hurricane was something else, bro. I'm telling you, I love that guy. Shane Helms is his real name. Vlad versus AJ. Yeah, you know what, Jay Will? I'm glad you said that because I've been highly critical of Vladimir Klitschko basically my whole life. But and I was so proud of him. You know what's weird, bro? I was so proud of him in a losing effort against AJ because I felt like he did himself so proud in that fight because I was expecting AJ to just steamroll his ass and he will just, fade into the sunset and whatever. But the fight that he put up, like he put AJ through the ringer, bro. I was so proud of him. Yeah, I was like, bro, much respect, bro. Nothing left to say. Whatever I said before, you shut my ass up tonight with this performance. Yeah, he did himself so proud. They were like 15-year age difference in that fight or something. Exactly. Exactly. Vladimir Klitschko, bro, not for nothing. He gave credibility to AJ and Tyson Fury, if you look at it. Now, obviously, Tyson Fury didn't have much trouble against him, but nevertheless, bro, you had to beat them, like Ric Flair always said. You have to be the man, you have to beat the man, you know? Well, Ric Flair says a lot of things, but that's one of them. Oh, man, I'm about to call it. I've been here for almost 4 hours, bro, and I love it. Don't get me wrong, but tomorrow's going to be, today, right? It's already today. Sunday. I got to get up for Mass, bro, and they're trying to get me to miss Mass, bro. I'm going to do my thing in the morning. I'm going to go to the gymnasium, hit the bag and shit like that, do some shadow boxing, lift some weights. Cook me some pasta and chicken. That's the plan. And after that, we are going live, fellas. Stay tuned for that one. Peace to you as well, my brother. I appreciate you stopping by. You already know. God bless. Special thank you to my brother J Will 38 for pulling up. Special thank you to my brother Lottery Burton Show 420 for pulling up as well. We got a few thank you. A thank you to my brother Tim Layton 85 for pulling up. I got the channel right here, bookmarked it and everything, man. Yes, I'm watching that Sabu, Terry Funk content and everything that you gave me, Tim Layton. And We had a few people pull up here. We had my brother Bodywork Boxing. Go check him out as well. Fire channel, Bodywork Boxing. Great dude right there. Great dude. Appreciate him. What else we got? I think I gotta go all the way back for this one. Oh boy. Where it is. All the way back. Oh, man. Let's go all the way back. Okay, special thank you to my brother Drunk Irishman as well for pulling up. And where's it at? That's why I love my people, bro. We go through everything. We go through boxing, we go through wrestling, we go through MMA, bodywork boxing. There it is. Brother right there. All right. Special thank you to every single one of you. God bless every single one of you, fellas, my brothers and sisters, for pulling up. Appreciate the hell out of you. You already know. This was my 30-second show. We did a free smoke. We called a little bit of the Linear Perot versus Jordan Thompson fight. Then we watched some highlights of Buatsi versus Parker of the UFC Fight Night Vegas 110. And we chopped it up all together. So I appreciate you all. God bless every single one of you. And we will see you soon. I will go live later today on Sunday for sure. Peace